Hello. Okay, should be back. I think last time we left off, we had just finished our little Jedi training, gotten our lightsaber, taken T3 out for a bit of a stroll, headed out with Zelbar, we saved Juhani, learned a bit more about the history of, like, the Mandalorian Wars, Hyperspace Wars, and what happened with Revan. So, hello Reaver, how's it going? Glad you could make it. We also got Bastila back along as a follower, and it looks like she
What
has
can
a
I do?
level. I think that was the first thing I wanted to do when we got back was figure out her levels. I think we're going to try to go all Dex. I think we're going to try a slightly different build with her, where I try to lean into the, like, light robes, Dex, force powers with her. I think we'll go... Oh, do I want to go awareness and... Do you have any other class skills, or is everything else just cross class? Okay, so I guess we'll go like, yeah, that, because it's the only thing that makes sense. Powers, what do we want to do with Bastila? Oh dear. So, at the moment, she's all maxed out on her Cure, Shield, Speed, and Energy Resist, which is kind of the big ones. Force Valor affects attributes and saving throws by 2 points. Okay, so attributes by 2 points is good. That gives you a modifier, like one point modifier. 3 points and 5 points. I mean, this is good. A general buff is definitely going to be useful in situations where I need just a little bit more stats. So we'll go with that. Oh, there was something I forgot to look up. Darn it. We'll figure it out. If it comes up, I'll know it. Hey, Crows! Hello! Glad you could make it. Oh, Bastila has even more levels. Well, this is phenomenal. Chrono Cross is wrapped up. We managed to finish it. It's all in the VODs if you want to catch any of the end of it, but we did manage to wrap it all up. We got the good ending. We did a little bit of the developer stuff. But yeah, it's all in the VODs and on the YouTube channel. I think actually the last part should have gone up on the YouTube channel today or tomorrow. I'll check that when I get done with the stream, but it's going to be all on the YouTube channel too if you want to watch it there. The extra part that they added for no, because I haven't done Radical Dreamers yet. The night I was about to start Radical Dreamers, they announced that KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2, is coming to the Switch in like 1 week, and it's going to include the like extra cut content that was a mod on the PC. I was like, oh well, I love KOTOR. I kind of want to go and play through that right now. So, and then I was looking at Radical Dreamers, and apparently, it's like it's a text adventure. I knew that. Apparently, there are totally like you can just make the wrong choices and game over, and then you have to start the whole thing over from the beginning. Which is kind of how you get your game length out of that. Like, it's only like 4 hours to play through the whole thing if you know, all the right choices to make. But if you make the wrong choices, it could, you're gonna have to replay it over and over and over and over again. Hello, Thomas. Wow, everybody's here today. Good morning, everyone. But yeah, so Radical Dreamers, we are going to put off for just a little bit while I finish up Knights of the Old Republic. I think when I do Radical Dreamers 2, just because I want to just show the story off, I will probably pull up a sheet of all the correct choices so I can just make the right choices. I'm not trying to like play it for the experience. I just want to tell the story. So we'll probably do that. Let's get Bastila into 2-weapon fighting because her unique lightsaber is a double blade. Extra part at the ending. I saw they added a thing in the Radical Dreamers edition where if you've beaten both Chrono Cross and Radical Dreamers, there's like an extra little bit of dialogue that kind of explains the journal at the beginning of the game and how it like links into Radical Dreamers and all that stuff. So yeah, I saw that they added that, but no, I think in order to get that ending, you have to have beaten both. And then you view the credits on the main title screen, I think, is how that's set up to work. I'll look into it a little bit more once we've beaten Radical Dreamers, but I know it does require beating Radical Dreamers at least once. What do we want to do for her first? I think Jedi Speed is going to be useful. Dragon Age Origins? I actually already did a full playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. Again, that's on the YouTube channel if you want to go and watch through any of it. YouTube show again like it didn't trigger. Hey, that YouTube video you sent me in Chrono Trigger was really cool, to be fair. I hadn't seen that. Yeah, I want to do Radical Dreamers anyway, so we'll do that, and then we'll get the extra ending makes more sense if you've seen Radical Dreamers anyways. Yeah, Reavers, we have I'm actually in the middle. I did all of Dragon Age Origins and I did all of Dragon Age 2 already, and I am currently about 3 episodes or so into Dragon Age Inquisition. That's the first time I've ever played Dragon Age 2 or Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't know anything about them. I'm really mad because they just this week announced I'm gonna take a look at Bastila's lightsaber while I'm talking here, but they just this week announced the like sequel to Dragon Age Inquisition has a new title, working title of Force Valor is a must. I'm gonna be getting that next. Night Speed I definitely want first though. Night Speed is super useful just for getting around.
Yes.
Because with Night Speed I can just pop over to Bastila when I want to move places, and you know, run a little faster. Also, right as we were leaving there last time, we did see Alan Matale mention that his son's been kidnapped and he wants the Jedi Council to look into it. We're also supposed to be going and looking into the ruins of Revan. We'll be doing that. But yeah, we're actually right in the middle of doing Inquisition. I do that every Monday or Tuesday, depending on my work schedule. At like 2 p.m. my time. Normally when I'm starting these streams, it's 3 a.m. my time, because I usually get off work a little after midnight, and then get home and eat some dinner, sit down, relax, and then start streaming. Like right now, it's about 3:11 for me, so 2 p.m., so 11 hours from now, I usually do, on Mondays or Tuesdays, I do my Dragon Age stream. I just finished all the like side quests and stuff in the hinterlands. I haven't done any of the main plot stuff yet, so we're I think this week I'm going to be starting like some of the main plot missions and starting to make some progress along that. And werewolves in Sim 4. Oh my god. I'm actually, to be fair, I'm kind of surprised they didn't already have werewolves. Yeah, I'm U.S. Central, and I work nights, so yeah, or late night. I used to work third shift, but then the place I'm at cut the overnights, and I'm down to getting off at midnight. All right, we need to talk to.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
Alan Matale. On behalf of the Jedi Council, I wish to speak to Alan Matale about his missing son.
From the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrels as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Alright, so he's not happy with us because he thinks the Jedi Council's been blowing him off. And granted, when we first started, before I even started my training, he was at the Council, up in the little side room, waiting to speak to the Council, and then they mentioned that my training took several weeks. and he's still there. So I kind of understand. I mean, if you're waiting in line for a few weeks, you're going to get a little cranky. But yeah, why are you so certain the Sandrills are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrills arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandrills have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandrill droids trespassing on my land.
Okay. Sandrill droids trespassing on my land. What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived.
Alarmed? Alright, no, I don't think the droids were very frightened, T3.
It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and
Oh.
heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandrill clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
We are going to... I think, yeah, you're jumping to conclusions a little bit here.
Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrills. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Jedi cannot be bought. I will remain neutral despite your attempted bribe. I understand. I will find Shen. Yeah, we'll go with this. I don't want the bribe though.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands.
Okay,
1,000
there we go.
credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including raising the entire Sandrill estate.
Okay, my
Until
guy,
you
calm
find
down.
Shen,
I don't need you to
Jedi,
burn down their
we have
house.
nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry
My butt
south
beaten by
to
both
their
Darth
estate,
Vader and Maul in
lest
Sims
I
4.
take
My god, are they
matters into
grumpy.
my own
Oh god.
hands.
I haven't played any of the Sims 4 DLC. I have the Sims 4 from when it first came out, but I remember when it launched, it felt very like stripped down in comparison to Sims 3, and I always found that Sims 3 felt very stripped down in comparison to Sims 2. So I kind of lost interest a little bit. I know Sims 3 by the end of its lifespan, when they had all the DLC, was like in a really really good spot. My girlfriend plays a ton of it, but it also has like enough DLC to fund my college tuition. I'm good. I don't think I need to pick up a Sims addiction. That's fine. I enjoy watching Bethany play it. Bethany plays it all the time behind me, and they have many fun houses and challenges and families and stuff they've done. I know they have all the Star Wars DLC, so I got to see a little bit of that, which was cool. What's his name's in that DLC, isn't he? The pirate from... I think he was like Clone Wars, and then he was in Rebels a bunch. What the heck is his name? He's great. It's like my favorite character from those shows. No, not Finn. Onaka? Something Onaka? He's the goofy pirate guy. He's great. I love him. I can't remember his first name now. Hondo Onaka. That's it. It just clicked. Yeah, I think I thought I saw Hondo Onaka. At least maybe he wasn't in the DLC. I think he was in the trailer. I'm hoping he was in the DLC. He's phenomenal.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing?
Is Finn in the DLC though? I love Finn too. Finn's great, man. Finn was like my favorite character from the new films. I really didn't care much for Oscar Isaac's character. What was his name? Poe Dameron. He didn't do much for me. Rey was okay, but Finn was phenomenal. I loved him. I was so disappointed they didn't like flesh him out a little bit more. By the third movie, it felt like he was just kind of hanging around for the heck of it, which is a shame because he was my absolute favorite part of the new stuff. Private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council.
If you are here because of Shen Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Santos are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt.
Matale witch hunt? I'm not in league, but I do need to speak with, yeah, Nurek. I just want to talk.
Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
I'm not here to be in league. I'm just trying to find out what happened to this guy's missing kid. And step one is going to be to ask if you guys know anything. Good Lord, touchy people around here.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
Protocol droid, you wish to speak to me. Should have kept the original idea to make him a Jedi Councilor. Are you talking about Finn, making Finn like an actual Jedi? If you were talking about the Finn thing, yeah, I agree. Finn got robbed, man. I feel so bad for why am I blanking on his name now too? Can't remember names today. What's the actor's name? He's great. I feel so bad for him, man. I know from what I understand, he's not on super great terms with like Star Wars as a whole, and I totally don't blame him. I feel like all of the actors, like Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaacs, and him, all just got robbed on that sequel trilogy. Informed by a protocol droid who used to speak to me. I'm here about the disappearance of Shen Matale. I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council. I am investigating the disappearance of Shen Matale. That seems much more professional. Oh, that would have been so cool.
I brought my family here to find peace and safety, not to be harassed and treated like common criminals. Your council has no authority here, and I respectfully ask you to leave this property at once.
Jedi are renowned for their fairness in pursuit of justice. There is nothing to fear from us, unless you have something to hide.
I trust you will show yourself out. If not, my security droids will be sure to deal with you.
Oh, hello.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Yes, I am. Thanks for checking up. And also, John Boyega. It was John Boyega. That was it. Yeah. Absolutely robbed. He was great. I loved him. When I walked out of the theater after Force Awakens, man, he was just my favorite part. Everything about him. He was so energetic and full of life in that movie, and it was really great. And by the end of the films, both the writing and you could tell him, he was just burnt out, and it sucked to see. Next retro game, by the way, Pink Rose. I have a plan for what I want to do. I'm finishing up KOTOR, then we're going to do KOTOR 2, just to wrap up that. I wouldn't mind doing Old Republic Online, but I don't want to make that, like... That's going to be big, so I don't want to make that, like, the focus of the channel. During the days, I'm doing Dragon Age. I still need to do Radical Dreamers after I finish both the KOTOR games. I have God of War that I need to finish up. I'm trying to play through the entire God of War franchise, which I've on and off been doing. And I have one more game on the PlayStation 3 to finish for that. And then the newest one, the like PS4 one. So I'm going to finish those up. And then after that, once I finish... Hey, Poss! Welcome back. Yeah, God of War is still, like, definitely a thing I am looking to do. I've just been distracted by other games lately. Once I finish Dragon Age, my plan is to go and do the Witcher series as my daytime series, right? Like once a week I'm working on a game during the day. I want to do all 3 of the Witcher games because I love the Witcher games. They are all really cool. I haven't ever beaten one. I've gotten like halfway through it. So... Oh god, God of War is super fun, but it can be very frustrating. I'm definitely not going to try to do like the Valkyries when I do the new one because I don't have the time for that nonsense. But yeah, I want to do those. There's also a handful of other like side games that I want to take a look at some point. I've consistently heard good things about Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, and I've never had the time to like sink into it and actually like try it out and play it, but it looks like I've seen people play it and it looks like something that would be very much up my alley. Looks phenomenal. I've started it a few times and I always get, caught up in other things. So I kind of want to do Dragon's Dogma. Kingdoms of Amalur is, Reavers, you read my mind. Kingdoms of Amalur is another one that I want to look at some point because I have a friend that is super obsessed with that game, and I've seen a couple people I know that were like big Morrowind fans back in the day that really love Kingdoms of Amalur. I was a big Morrowind fan, so I might really like that. I have it, and again, just haven't ever had the time to sink into it. At some point, I wouldn't mind giving that a look. And there's Xenoblade that's on the Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles. Been listening to the last 2 streams, but I had a friend over, so no chatting. Oh, cool. Said friend now has COVID and is trying to sleep it off in my bedroom as he's now stuck here and cannot take the train home. Oh, no! That sucks, Poss. I hope your friend's feeling better soon. Man, what a bummer. Yeah, rest up, and I hope they're feeling well soon. Glad you could make it today. And yeah, I do. I guess you know what? We've got most of the recent regulars here. I think one of the more recent regulars, Metal Gear Chrono, isn't here at the moment. But as long as we've got most of the recent regulars here, if Thomas is still here and Pink Rose is here and Reavers is here, a bit of an announcement. After I logged off the stream yesterday, I went and logged into Twitch and looked at my little like creator. I was uploading stuff to YouTube, or exporting stuff to YouTube, and so I went to my little like creator tab thing, and I hit the requirements for affiliate. I can actually be a real Twitch channel now with like emotes and all that fun stuff and channel points and all the other fun stuff. I just have to figure out how to set all that stuff up. Thank you. I have to go and get like artwork designed and figure out how I want to set up the channel points and do all that stuff. Wish I was like that. Oh, if you're ever interested in streaming, just do it. I started like a year ago, and I think the first month I was streaming this actually. The first thing I did when I started streaming was streaming Knights of the Old Republic, and it was like 2 in the morning, and I was streaming for like 4 hours, and I don't think I had a single viewer for the entire first like 7 times I streamed. It was like I'd get off of work and I'd stream some KOTOR. I don't think I had a single person in views, and I don't think there was a single person in chat the entire time. I think the first time I remember a person popping into chat, I think was Poss. When I think it was streaming Final Fantasy 15 because I was getting depressed streaming KOTOR. And I switched over to Final Fantasy 15 just to mix it up a little bit, and Poss stopped in, I think. And I think that was the first time I had someone in chat. A Hitman stream without a complete massacre. Maybe I will do that when I set up the affiliate stuff at some point. I think I will do I want to do something special for that. So I might do something to kind of commemorate some of the more important games on the channel when I actually have affiliate fully set up. So maybe we'll look at a Hitman a little bit. We don't have streamers because I have very few social skills. I need to point out that muffins are throwable. That is true. Muffins are very throwable. Yeah, thank you, Pots, for sticking around. I really appreciate it. You have been absolutely one of the big reasons I've been able to keep doing this, and it hasn't just been a depressing nightmare streaming to an empty room. Everyone that's here to chat has been phenomenal. Thank you all for stopping in. It makes this much more enjoyable. But yeah, hit that. So now I'm gonna have I'm working with Bethany and my friend Zanvi, who streams as well. Has been in stream a few times. If you've ever seen any of the Halo streams, Zanvi is the one I'm always streaming with when I do Halo. And they were going to help. And yes, I think a few of you may have come here through by way of Zanvi. Is helping me with some of the artwork and back-end stuff because they know what they're doing when it comes to setting all that stuff up. I'm going to be talking with them Monday, I believe, to try and get this all set up and ready to go. And we'll absolutely be looking forward to doing something fun to celebrate that. But yeah, that's the plans as far as like what I'm planning to stream for games. Kingdoms of Amalur is on the list for sure. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen's on the list. I need to finish up God of War. I need to finish up the Final Fantasy VII Remake at some point. I have that that's still sitting there half finished that I need to complete. Xenoblade Chronicles looks really, really cool, and I want to get a look at that at some point. I've actually bought it on Switch and set it up and just haven't had the chance to play it. Whenever they announce the release date for Wrath of the Lich King Classic for World of Warcraft, I am definitely going to be playing that, and I figure I might as well stream it because I love Wrath. So that's all things I have on the table for stuff to do. But for now, KOTOR. We're going to wrap up KOTOR. Anyways, she just came out. Sorry for the tangent there, but I figured I'd catch everybody up as long as everybody's here. You're from the council. Are you not looking for Shen Matale? Yes. Do you know anything about the disappearance?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassus disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally.
Okay, so Cassus disappeared. Yeah, let's get a clarification on that.
Yes, Cassus was my brother. He was working on archaeological digs here on Dantooine when he disappeared. My father blamed Alan Matale and his son. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly.
Okay, so these guys had a son that disappeared as well, and their dad blamed Alan Matale and Shen Matale for his son disappearing. So it's starting to sound like, yeah, is he... Yeah, judge him. What has your father done? I have a feeling that maybe he has gone and kidnapped him. Alan didn't have any proof of this, but I think he might have been right.
You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Okay, well tell me what's happened, yeah.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassus.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
No. Since Cassus went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassus. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Alright, well... Yeah, why are you telling me this? What can I do to help?
Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Okay, so yeah, why do your families hate each other so much?
Alan Matale and my father have had problems ever since they settled on this world. To hear my father tell it, Alan is a brute and a bully, but a rich one. He feels his credits give him the right to step all over normal people. My father stands up to Alan because no one else will. But now he thinks Alan has taken my brother Cassus and has imprisoned Shen as revenge. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
I mean, I feel like at some point here we need to go find Cassus too, like what happened to him, because that would probably solve a lot of our problems here. But, alright, for now, I guess we will head around the back and see if we can free Shen here. Dear Lord. Alright, loop around the back. I'm assuming this door here is going to be the one that this key opens up, right? Yeah, in we go. Sandral Estate. What the? Sorry, we temporarily ceased to exist for just a moment there. Oh, I wonder if I accidentally flicked my cursor off the side of the screen there. I'm using the second monitor for chat right now. Maybe I clicked onto that. Unfortunately, this game doesn't capture the cursor, which is a bit annoying. If we get our droid here, T3, do you want to come and pick up these mines for me so that I don't blow myself up running around like an idiot? And security room.
I'm here.
That seems like a good start. Hello. Sandral War Droid. We got 2 of them? Sure. Oh, 3 of them. Hello. Alright, that's fine. We got everything wrapped up here. Is there anything we can get off these droids? No. What do we have going on with the computer? That's probably a good start. T3, you're definitely going to be the best at accessing the computer. Oh, 0 spikes. That's a good start. Alright, North Hallway. This looks like it is just outside where the room we're in. Room we're in is in the upper left there, and it kind of loops around. There's a mine to the right. Patrol droid targeting program. No, I don't really need that right now. How about the South Hallway? Ah, this must be on the other side. So there's like 2 hallways that are in kind of a opposing L shape. Got it. Security computer room, that's where we're standing right now. No, I don't want to blow up the computer that I'm accessing. That would be insane. Oh. Hello. Central security room. We have quite a few of them. We could blow up this terminal and try to take a few of these droids out. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. Repair room. Got a droid down for maintenance. 2 other droids. We could blow up this power conduit as well. Storage room. Oh my gosh. So, we could blow up a lot of conduits. We could get a map. That's probably a good idea. Get a map so we can see where we're going. Let's take a look at these. If I go ahead and overload the power conduits. Poor AI computer I destroyed in Mass Effect. You mean the one that became EDI? On the moon? It's fine. It worked out. Or the one on the Citadel. Are you talking about the one? Yeah, the one on the Citadel that like hijacked the gambling machine and was trying to buy its own ship. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, it was like hacking into the gambling machine in the bar to siphon credits to buy itself its own ship so that it could escape the Citadel. Yeah, I do definitely feel like that is one instance where it's like, man, maybe we should have just let this thing live. Although I guess it didn't really give us a choice. Because it was just going to blow us up. It didn't really care if we were interested in bargaining with it. Alright, speaking of AI, we've wiped out all the droids. Anybody else sitting around here? No? Alright, perfect. Oh, we got a bunch of XP for that. Matter of fact, we got enough XP for everyone in the party to level up. Isn't that phenomenal? T3, let's get you moving along here. These are all cross-class, so we need to save the point for a level. T3 is neutral, by the way. He is not light side or dark side. Interesting. Why not switch characters using those arrows? Very strange. Skills, I guess we'll just keep these moving up. Powers. Knight Valor. Yeah, this is going to be very useful. Immunity to poison, which is super helpful. Saving throws and attributes, quite good. Eventually getting up to Master Valor is going to be very useful as well. And then next up, we'll get improved energy resistance to get the first 15 points of damage negated completely, which is nuts. 15 points of damage is real good. Alright, Bastila is looking good. Is she still under the effect of Force Speed? Or does she recast that on her own? Maybe she's been recasting that on her own. That's entirely possible. 1 point. Put it in Persuade. I want Persuade at least 10. Feats. What can we do here? Empathy? Yeah, give it another point of empathy. 2 to Persuade. Awareness and treat injury. Yeah, and then we'll get 3 off of that. Very good. Powers, we can pick another power. Let's get Dominate Mind. This is going to be useful. I definitely want to make sure we have all the Persuade options available because I am a big fan of using Persuade options in any game that I'm playing with an RPG element to them. So we'll get that moving. We're eventually going to want to start looking at energy resistance as well. Get heal. And then we'll start moving down this and whatever points we have left into this. I'm not going to get as many force powers because I'm playing as a guardian. So that's fine. I don't care too much. Again, we're still going to be more than capable of cutting our way through anything we run into. Let's see what else we can do around here, though, now. We've blown up all the robots. At least all the robots we've seen on camera. There could be other robots we don't know about yet. There was at least one patrolling in the south corridor that I haven't seen yet. Yep, med pack and the credits. Sounds good. I am assuming, if we look at the map here, yeah, this is the main entrance over here. On that side... Oh, there's Shen Matale right there. Shen will be back for you in just a minute. I just gotta go around and, like, pick up some stuff. I'm not leaving without looting this place. I know we're, like, here to rescue you and make sure your families don't start, like, a war or something, but... First things first, I gotta make sure that I have all the loot. We've got foot lockers. We've got regular lockers. Light scan visor, what does that do? Let's take a look at some of the new stuff we just got here. Light scan visor is... Skills, awareness +4. I mean, that's good if you just want some good awareness. I can probably think of better headgear to be wearing most of the time if you don't only care about awareness, but if you only care about awareness, that'll be quite good. Alright. I feel like at some point here, like, are we just gonna run into... Oh! This was the other side of that computer room. Are we gonna, like, run into, the dad? I remember his name now. Because that'd be awkward.
I'm here.
Wow, she's still under the effect of Night Speed. She has to be recasting that, right? Like, what's the duration on this? 35 seconds. Yeah, she must be recasting that on her own every time she gets into battle. Is there a way to set their, like, behavior? I actually don't know that. Scripts. Default attack. Grenadier. Jedi droid support. Oh! Jedi characters will use force powers until they run out of force points, and then will behave in the same manner as the default attack setting. Droid characters will use droid utility. Oh! There is a way to set up their stuff. Yeah, just characters with force powers will use them appropriately. Characters will not use special... Oh, maybe I don't want to set her to all... Yeah, set her to default attack for now. She'll use force powers as appropriate. So that, yeah, that seems more sane than just burn all of your force points immediately. Maybe that's why I never looked at this, because it's not terribly relevant.
Yes.
Zach, can you open this door for me? Thank you. A prison key? Well, that'd be handy if we hadn't already hacked all the doors here. Oh, Rahasia.
Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope. Please.
I'll go. I'm not gonna lie, Rahasia, I feel like there aren't that many security droids patrolling the halls anymore. I hope they weren't terribly expensive. Have we been through here? I think we've been through here, yeah. So, at that point, it looks like we've cleared everybody out of the house except for Shen.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
Yes. I'm here to rescue you, Shen.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
Oh, no, it's not that dangerous at all. I've already killed all the robots.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassius. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
Okay, so what if we convince Rahasia to come with?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
Alright, that's fine. I'll go speak to her.
Thank you. I wish you luck.
Alright, let's run back around here. Rahasia, would you like to leave? Hello.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
I have, and he wants us to all run away together. Trying to rescue Shen, but he won't leave without you.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Rahasia, don't you think your father's gonna get suspicious if he sees this, if the security droids see me destroying all of the security droids? I feel like that might be slightly more suspicious. I could be wrong, but alright, Shen.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
I mean, she's literally like right around the corner from you, and there's no one else in this building. But yes, she's meeting us outside the gates.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Alright.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Well, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all.
Why are they looking at
I thank you, Jedi,
me?
for all that you have
Is
done
she
for
looking
us.
at me and he's looking at her? It's a very strange conversation we're having. Yeah, there's no problem, and we should probably get out of here soon.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get us out of the Sandral estate undetected.
Undetected is certainly a phrase you could use to describe what just happened. I think there may be some detection that happened.
But surely we can...
Hello. Look, I found your son. Oh, and your daughter.
There
Well.
you are, Shen.
This is
Father,
awkward.
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father.
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik!
Alan!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken
I'm
my
glad we're doing
Cassius from
introductions
me
here.
long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Just in case anyone was lost on who we were dealing with here and what their relationship was to each other, we just made sure we went over all of that. Also, just as a side note, this quest is absolutely hilarious if you go for the dark side ending. I don't want to spoil this because I do want to play when the KOTOR remake comes out. I'm going to do a dark side playthrough of that because I did a light side playthrough this time, so I'll switch it up. If you do the dark side ending of this quest, this goes off the rails real quick. Let's see here. Yeah. You two calm down.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Yeah, both of you, why don't you try listening to your children?
Our children don't know enough of what's good for them to make a reasonable decision.
It's better to let older, wiser heads like ours make the decisions.
Rahesia and I don't want you to make decisions for us. We want to live alone away from you.
You insolent boy!
You're very close,
You want
boss.
to live alone, then so be it. I disown you. Never set foot in my house again.
You disown me? Will you go with Shen, Rahesia?
Rahesia, you will not leave with this Matale boy!
I am, Father, and you can't stop me. We're leaving for the Enclave.
You foolish girl!
Let them go. Do not try to force them to return. Not be so selfish, Nurik. Yeah, let them go.
You expect us to just let them leave?
Oh.
Droids, stop them!
You will not turn your droids on my daughter.
Oh, this isn't
Droids,
actually going as
don't
well
let
as it
them
could
take
have.
Rahesia.
We appear to be at an impasse then. And they got away.
It is your fault,
Uh-oh.
darling. You were always too violent for your own good.
Me? You were the one who rushed out
Uh-oh.
here with war droids.
Yeah, you can totally settle this, like, peaceably. There is a number of endings to this. There's an ending where everyone is dead. I'm not going to say how they end up dead, but there is an ending where everyone's dead. There's an ending where the kids get away and the parents die. There's an ending where one side or the other wins. And there's a good ending to this. I don't know if I'm getting it right now, but yeah, you don't need to fight anymore.
I will not rest until I have my Shen back. The Council will hear of the troubles you caused, Jedi.
Indeed they shall.
Huh. There's an ending. Well, I didn't get the best ending. There's an ending where they make up and they decide to put their differences aside and work together. We didn't get that. That's fine. I've never seen that ending before. I'm fine with the ending where the kids are happy and both the horrible, miserable old bastard dads are mad at me. That's fine. And we needed to go to the ruins, didn't we? That's somewhere around here. Ancient Grove. Wait a minute. I thought the Ancient Grove is where we found Juhani. But this isn't where we found Juhani. Where's this? Yeah, like I'm fine with this. Everybody that I like ended up happy. Maybe they'll go start a giant war and blow each other up. It's fine. Oh no, this is the Grove. Okay, that's where we found Juhani. We're fine. Oh right, because we're all the way in the south. I thought we were in the Matale grounds. No, we're in the Sandral grounds there. What is this? Oh! Wait a minute. I think I know what might have happened here. Hold up. Yeah, I'm willing to bet this backpack. Yeah, cardio package, a Chani light armor, a Chani shield, Verpine headband, and Cassius's diary. Oh, I think we screwed that up because I think there's a route you can do on this where you find this diary. Diary is Cassius Sandral, amateur archaeologist. It details his efforts to uncover the source of the ancient ruins found across the surface of Dantooine. On reading it, you gather he found some correlation between the ruins and something called the Rack. This is what happened to the other kid. the Sandrel kid. He was eaten by calf hounds. And I think if you find this diary first, which I've been through here and it just wasn't here, but fine. If you find that diary first, I think you can bring it back to, I've already forgotten the Sandrel father's name. Whatever. You can bring him back to him and explain to him what happened to his kid, and I think that helps diffuse the situation. Again, I'm fine with the ending we got. I don't plan on, like, reloading to change any quest outcomes we get here for the most part. I'm fine with... let things play out the way they play out. There's a couple of, like... if it locks you out of a companion or something, because you can absolutely lock yourself out of some companions in this game. If I'm going to do that, I'll reload, but for the most part, I don't mind if something minor gets screwed up. There is potentially one bit of save file editing I may look into doing. There's a specific, like, character's backstory that you may need to have a repair skill of, like, 15 on your main character in order to unlock. And that's very difficult to do on a soldier without, like, specifically putting all of your points into it for that. And if that... I can't remember if that's in KOTOR 1 or KOTOR 2. If it's in this one, I'll probably just save file edit it so we can show that background off. Fred is speaking a language you do not recognize. What language is that? What are you trying to say? Or it's still speaking a language I don't recognize. Bastila, do you have any idea what this droid's saying?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand.
It can reproduce any of the languages spoken by the slaves of the Builders. I understood that.
I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath?
Communication is vital to ensure that the slaves constructed this temple according to the wishes of the Builders. But you are not of the slave species, neither are you of the Builders. You are like the one who came before.
It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins.
Yeah, who are you and why are you here? I am the Overseer. The Builders programmed me to enforce discipline among the slaves while this monument to the power of the Starforge was constructed. At project completion, all slaves were executed. I was reprogrammed to serve should a Builder return in search of knowledge of the Starforge. Got it. How long have you been here? Chronological circuits have marked over 10 full revolutions of this planet's outermost planet, or this system's outermost planet around the sun since the Builders left.
10 revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake.
There's no mistake. The Builders constructed my chronological circuitry using the technology of the Starforge itself, and my calculations are infallible. Who are these Builders? Builders are the great masters of the galaxy, the conquerors of all worlds, the rulers of the infinite empire, and the creators of the Starforge.
These Builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information.
Well, 20,000 years is a long time. Droid speaks Selkath, maybe they were the Builders. No, he already explained he's speaking the languages of the slave races. It's not the Selkath. Maybe the Builders refers to the Sith? And then that's possible. Or maybe something must have happened to wipe the Builders out. Empire of the Builders is infinite and everlasting. None can stand against their might and the power of the Starforge. Yeah, have you seen a Builder recently? Been here ever since the completion of this monument, and all this time no Builder has returned to seek information on the Starforge. Well, okay, what's the Starforge? The glory of the Builders, the apex of their infinite empire. It is a machine of invincible might, a tool of unstoppable conquest. what is it and what does it do? The Starforge is the glory of the builders, the apex of their infinite empire. Yeah, okay.
The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Though in fact, it could be anything.
It could be a forge. I'm not like an expert on infinite empire technology, but there's the distinct possibility that the Starforge is some type of forge. Have we considered this? Yeah, could it have been a factory or weapons plant?
Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. It seems to respond to you. Perhaps you should ask it something else.
Alright. Tell me about Revan and Malak. Yeah, the ones who came before. The ones who came before you, the ones like you, not builders but not slaves, sought knowledge of the Starforge and its origins. They proved themselves worthy. They discovered the secrets of the Starforge locked beyond the sealed door behind me. There was another who failed to unlock the secrets and paid the ultimate price.
The droid must be talking about poor Nemo.
Oh
Perhaps
no!
it sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life.
Not Nemo! I didn't know that was Nemo on the floor there. That sucks. I liked Nemo. He seemed like a nice guy. Oh no. Yeah, did you kill that Jedi? Not programmed for combat. I did not harm the one who failed. The Temple's own protections will destroy those who seek knowledge of the Starforge if they are deemed unworthy. Yeah, well, how do I prove myself worthy? Enter the proving grounds to the east and west. Within them, those who understand the will of the builders can unlock their secrets and open the doors. Those who fail will be destroyed by the power of the temple itself. More than this, I'm not programmed to say.
Revan and Malak unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malak is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Alright. Oh no, it's Nemo. A Jedi Knight robe and a crystal. Oh. Well. Let's take a look at some of the other armor we got. We just got this Chani light armor. 5 and 5. No, that's not as good. Davik's warsuit for right now is still the best thing for me. Regic's belt. Let's take a look at Bastila though. Cardio regulator. I mean, this is just an upgrade. Give her a melee shield. Oh, her clothing... Well, the Jedi Knight robe is better. I want to keep her in robes, because that'll keep her able to use her powers. And actually, it looks like she doesn't even have armor training, so that's fine. That'll be easy enough. She doesn't have implant training. Currently using Will +2... Oh, Verpine headband. That's the same thing I'm wearing, I believe. Yeah, that's just better in every way. Alright, new look for Bastila. How's your lightsaber look, by the way? Got the same kind of yellow glow as I do. We can get her that crystal slapped into her lightsaber once we get back to base. Also, I feel like the speed thing is supposed to wear off at some point, and it just hasn't been. Which seems very odd. I don't know if there's like a bug or a glitch or something, but she seems to just permanently have her like night speed on.
What?
Which is fine. We need to enter the rooms to the east and west to find out what happened here. Oh. Well, what happened here is we were attacked by a robot. Oh. A robot that really is not taking much damage.
Let's make this quick.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up a minute. What's going on here? Why is this thing taking like no damage? Defense 24. Base 10, okay. That's a pretty reasonable defense. It doesn't appear to have any, like, defense reduction. Ah, but it does have resistances. Possibly due to that energy shield. Alright. I guess for now, we'll just whack at it. It's not doing much damage to us, so we'll be fine. The stun is a little annoying. Like, it can freeze us here, and then I can't move. Which just kind of means we're stuck sitting here. Doing not a whole heck of a lot. It's fine, we'll just keep wailing on it. Sooner or later we'll get through. There we go, that was a good round.
The Force fights with me.
Alright. I mean,
I'm here.
that wasn't the worst thing in the world. Very tanky. It just had a ton of hit points. It's fine. Like a reasonably high defense, but not honestly that insane. And just, yeah, a lot of hit points. Alright. Ancient terminal, what do you got? Ancient computer hums and throbs as you approach it. Its screen flickers to life and a stream of incomprehensible characters scroll across it. My computer skill is not very good. Let's talk to it. Computer goes silent, its screen blank. A few extremely unusual characters then appear on the screen. Insert my datapad into the receptacle. Apparently this is... echoed softly by my datapad. Computer seems to be interfaced with your datapad. Screen goes blank again, and then more familiar characters begin to appear on the screen. Siki Sufs Ransu. Okay. Not quite yet. Let's try talking to it again. Computer goes silent again, humming softly. It seems to be processing data from your datapad. Your datapad is released from the receptacle, and the machine goes silent for a moment before flickering to life again. Data interpretation complete. Language analysis complete. Okay, so we've taught its galactic basic. Identify the 3 primary death-giving seed world types. We have to pick from these types of worlds the ones that are most likely to be dead planets, I'm assuming, or inhospitable to life. I'm going to assume that barren, volcanic, and desert are the right options, because like oceanic is definitely going to have life, grassland is definitely going to have life, and arboreal is definitely going to have life. Desert would probably have life. I mean, Tatooine's a desert planet, and there's plenty of life on that. Even though Star Wars has that weird, like, every planet only has one biome thing going on. I think desert's the right option. Planetary type conducted a death, breaking death seal. Okay. We've broken the death seal. I'll assume that means we've succeeded at proving our worth on that side of the hallway. Let's try the other side. Oh, good. It's another droid. Oh god. Bastila, do you want to get over here and help me with this one? I'm seeing an immune pop up every now and then. I'm assuming it's a stun. Oh. Okay, he's doing some damage to us. That flamethrower definitely hurts. Alright, we're good. That droid was not nearly as tough as the other one. Still pretty tough, but not as bad.
Yes.
Okay. That's everybody all healed back up. Can I loot anything off of these guys? No. There is some wreckage here I can loot. Droid light plating type 2. Droid motion sensors type 1. Droid light plating 2? Yeah, I'll take it. Technically an upgrade. Ah, and we have some stuff for his head slot here. Awareness +2 or weapon focus blaster pistol. I'm assuming we want this one because that'll just give him feet. That is going to give him the second tier of blaster pistol. Yes, +1 attack bonus. That's good. Alright.
What can I do?
What?
Anything else here worth poking at? Not really. Ancient terminal. We'll do the same thing. Talk to the computer. Yep, goes silent. Put our data pad in. Goes blank. Some more familiar characters. Same thing here. We talk to it again. Figures out that I'm not speaking whatever language that was. And translates itself into basic. Identify the 3 primary life-giving seed world types. Life-giving this time, so oceanic, grassland, and arboreal. Breaking life seal. I'll assume that means we're done? We've broken the life seal and the death seal? Does that mean I can just, like... We need to build our slave. Okay, hold up. Does that mean I can just open the door now? Oh. We got through one of them. What do we got in here? Ah, we saw this in the cutscene last time. This was that star map that Revan and Malik saw when they came here. Alright, get out the camera, take some pictures.
This must be what Revan and Malik found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began.
Alright. Wait, what are you talking about? I don't get it. Yeah, what is it? What are you talking about?
This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malik must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves. But we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found.
Alright. What is the Starforge? Do we know that?
I don't know, but Revan and Malik were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more. But I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manaan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be.
Got it, so perhaps those worlds have more clues.
I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malik visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Well, it sounds like we're going on a hunt to find all the pieces of this map, Bastila, and that would, yes, be the main plot of what we're going to be doing throughout most of the game, is hunting down bits of this Starforge map. Try and find where the Starforge is so that we can stop Malik. Let's head back to the Council and have them spell it out in a few more words for us, though. Oh, we need to take a look at Bastila's lightsaber, too, because we did get a crystal there off poor Nemo's corpse. Use that to upgrade her lightsaber, although I suppose, more importantly, first we check my lightsaber and make sure that I don't need anything on it for that. At some point, too, we need to swing by one of the planets that sells short lightsabers and pick up an offhand for me, so that I can get a lightsaber in both hands. I'm only using this sword right now to keep the balanced attack bonus, so that I'm not taking a huge penalty to my attacks. Alright, let's continue wiping out all the life on the plains. Very good. And once we get my character, running through episode just seems so dangerous. Yeah. Probably not the smartest thing. I definitely think if we'd ever gotten a KOTOR 3, that likely would have been one of the improvements we got, is a sheath weapon button. Scissors you can run with and possibly die in Sims 2, that was their only function. That's amazing. Oh, Bastila has something on her mind. Maybe we should talk to her about it. Alright, let's see what she has to say.
How can I help?
Yeah, you look like something's bothering you.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Okay, so I think you're interested more in the bond between us. The bond meaning my presence is necessary. I don't believe in the bond regardless of what the Jedi Council said. I still don't understand this bond. Yeah, I think that's the most sensible option.
Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Okay, so she wants to get some backstory on who I am as a person. That seems sensible. Also, I don't think I ever knew that about Sims 2 and the Scissors. I played Sims 2 a bunch, but it was the console version, and it was a long time ago. It was specifically the Xbox version of Sims 2. I know there was almost an entirely different game for the PC version, but I did spend quite a bit of time on that. That was actually one of my favorite games to have up and running. We used to bring it up to work. We'd plug it into the TV in the corner, and we made a recreation of my office and Sims for all of the office workers, and we would just leave the office running in the Sims while we were working, and check in every now and then to see how they were doing. Like, we just turned on free will and just told them to go nuts. There was one of our coworkers that kept trying to poison the rest of us, which was pretty funny. Anyways, our relationship, is this some kind of clumsy come on? No. I'll answer a few questions, sure.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
What background do I have? Yeah, nothing extravagant. I'm a soldier. I'm a Hutt in human form plotting to overthrow the Republic.
Good. On which planet were you born?
I'm sorry, what? These are the most basic questions in the world. Are you making sure I don't have amnesia? Duralia, it's in a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Yeah, wasn't all this in my service records? Yeah, 3012, healthy living, you know?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you.
She's trying to figure out my password. Bastila's fishing for info. Alright, what did you find out? Yeah.
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies.
First pet, first car, street I grew up on.
For a while. So many things have happened to you since Taris. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Alright. Sounds good. In we go. I feel like we should take Karth out for a walk pretty soon. We've left him in the bin for a while. I do like to try to rotate through characters. This game is one of the only RPGs that I actually find myself rotating characters through, like, really regularly. Even Mass Effect, I didn't do it that much.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Yeah, we found an incomplete star map and mention of something called a Star Forge. Lie? Why would I lie to them? Bastila's right here.
This news of a Star Forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done.
Okay.
Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manaan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
Got it. Alright, so yeah, let's head out. I'm ready to do the Council's will. I mean, I'm ready to serve the galaxy, but sure. We'll submit ourselves to the Council's will, apparently, because this is a creepy Jedi Order.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Okay, so you're going to send me on my own.
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
You're really worried about me falling to the dark side here, guys. But that's fine. Juhani can come with. And yeah, there's others I wish to join me, like the Karth and T3 and Mission and Zalbar. They all have to come with. Great Bastila and the Catwoman. God.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, count on me, I won't fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Alright. Got our mission. We need to head to all these other planets and find out what we can about the Star Forge. I believe that's just about... Oh, lightsabers. We wanted to take a look at lightsabers. Swing over to the workbench. My lightsaber. What do I got for crystals? I am currently using a Bondar and a Rubat. What's a sigil? Sigil is energy 1d6, attack bonus 1, attack 1, damage 1. I mean, so sigil is just a better Rubat crystal. What's a Bondar crystal? Bondar is on hit stun. Okay, so Bondar is unique. Gives you the stun. Huh. Well, we could just go for all damage on mine. We could go for a sigil and a Rubat. And just say to hell with the stun. We'll stick the stun over on Bastila's. There we go. So Bastila gets a stun. I get an absolute heap pile of damage. Bastila's lightsaber is a double-bladed lightsaber, so it's supposed to, deal pretty respectable damage. I'm literally dealing more damage with my with mine. Oh god. Oh god, that's insane. My single-bladed lightsaber is dealing more damage both on the minimum and maximum hit than her double-bladed. Okay. I think we're done here. Let's just real quick swing by. I was surprised they didn't have anything to say about the Matale Sandrol incident. Are they all just fine with that? Let's just check. Did anybody like come back up here? No? Alright. Apparently we're just not going to worry about them. Yeah, let's head to the ship. This is the part where we get to basically have our first access to this game's version of the galaxy map. Because this game was definitely, like, in many ways, a lot of the elements of, like, the Mass Effect franchise were kind of tested out, planned here. Oh, Padawan, a word if I may. There's rumors around your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There's talk they're sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. I don't think the Council would want me to speak openly of this mission. Yeah, how did you know about this? I saw you going to the Council chambers. You were in there for some time. I naturally assumed the Council had given you a task to perform. Please understand, I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. Yeah, what are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as Chronicler here in the Academy. In my studies, I've come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terran Tatic, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. Makes this creature so dangerous. Terran Tatic is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong with a primal cunning. They have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe that Terran Tatic is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the galaxy to destroy Jedi. Fortunately, the Terran Tatic is quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. 40 years would have been around Exar Kun's time. So yeah, it sounds like they're extinct. Why are you worried about them now? It's not the first time a Terran Tatic have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try to exterminate them. Yeah, what's the Great Hunt? Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. They did not know they'd been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered the Terran Tatic were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. Yeah, what cost? Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Terran Tatic. The Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, or almost all. There were still rumors of the Terran Tatic on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believe to be the birthplace of the Sith. This is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. Ah, so 3 Jedi. What was so special about them? Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Keldroma, Gun Han Saresh, and Shayla Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and each of them was devoted to the light. The Council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Terran Tatic they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known, but let their deaths serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Well, thank you for the warning. I will try to be careful. Final warning as you go, do not underestimate the Terran Tatic. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Alright, so we've got 3 Jedi Masters that were sent out to hunt down some kind of terrifying Force abomination creature that's trying to kill me, that all died. How are we doing on credits, by the way? Yeah, just shy of 3,000. Anything particularly notable here? Fresh Base Apprentice ready to leap into Jedi training with both feet. Best of luck is all I can say. Good to see another ally in the fight against darkness and corruption. If there were more people like you around, an honest businessman could make a decent living. Companies like that damn Circuit Corps wouldn't even exist, but listen to me. Didn't come here to listen to my ramblings about the evils of Circuit Corps. What can I do for you? I want to see what you have to sell. Yeah. Let's just check and see if there's anything else I want to buy before we head out. 7,000 credit, 8,000 credit. Oh, God. I mean, these are good. These are very good. Calrissian's belt. Oh, man, that would be real nice. But I can't afford any of this stuff right now. We'll be fine. T3?
I'm
Anything?
sorry, Padawan. I am unable.
You're the droid shop, aren't you? Do you have anything for T3? What's the light armor costing? I mean, we could probably. I mean, that's really cheap, right? Buy that. Droid medium plating. Yeah, that was defense 5. Heavy plating type 1. Droid upgrade class 1. Yeah, I guess maybe we just should have gone with this. Defense bonus of 9. And you know what? 250 for what I bought was the better deal. Sensor probe. I don't really need any of this. Energy shield level 1. He's already got that, doesn't he? I think so. T3, you're going to get yourself some better plating, I'm assuming. Oh, this requires upgrade class 3. Fancy. When do we get that? 170. Oh, probably not for a while. Huh.
Yes?
Oh well, hopefully that wasn't a complete waste of money. 250 credits though, I'm not too worried about it. That's not that much. Let's get on board the ship. Drop a little save here just to make sure we're all good. Canderous, I forgot that you existed. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any interesting stories.
You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes.
Got it. So you're all about combat, fighting, glory, and honor. Yeah, that makes sense. Very Mandalorian of you. Is that why you work as a mercenary? Is that why the Mandalorians attack the Republic? Mandalorians destroy worlds for honor. Yeah, is that why you guys attack the Republic? Is that the whole cause of the Mandalorian Wars? That might be the most interesting bit of information here.
The Sith came to us with an offer. To fight a worthy enemy in a battle that would be remembered forever. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death, against oblivion.
Got it. So they were lured into the war by the Sith. Yeah, is that why you... Okay, is that why you work as a mercenary?
Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
Got it, okay. I mean, to be fair, it kind of does sound like the Mandalorians just attack worlds out of bloodlust. It's just that they've embraced that bloodlust and consider it, like, honorable tradition. That doesn't make it not bloodlust, though. Also, it's my swoop. When I was swoop racing, it's this thing right here. This is neat. Alright. Workbench, I don't really need to do anything with that. I'll look around the ship here. Yeah, we've got hyperdrive core. You may recognize this when I did the stream where I was looking at some of my favorite Star Wars games. The last one I did was Knights of the Old Republic 2. I just did the little like opening intro sequence where you're floating around in the asteroid field. And yeah, that's this ship. So like you get to see that in KOTOR 2 as well. Hey mission, we'll check in with everybody in just a second. This is very similar to the Normandy. You got your little base you can walk around on, talk to everybody. Your crew members are all just kind of sitting around here. Oh, it's stuck on the terrain. Sitting around here. We keep Juhani in a cupboard, apparently. Zaalbar and T3 just kind of hanging out in the map room? Lounge? I don't know. We got like a little crew quarters over here. How many beds do we got? 3 on this side. Nothing in there. Are there any beds in there? See any beds in there? No. Got 3 in there. Nothing in that one. Although I guess there's some netting and stuff. You could probably make a bed out of that if you needed to. Just sleep in a hammock. Nothing in the engine bay. Nothing in here. There was another little room over on this side. Is this another 3? Okay, 6 beds total. Let's do a head count. 1, 2, Canderous, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh. We do have a medical cot here as well. This is supposed to be like the med bay. So I guess, at the moment, we've got 7 people and 6.5 beds. There's some couches too. Hope everybody doesn't need to sleep at the same time, because that would be awkward. Got a little, I don't even know what you'd call this room. Ops station? Technical readouts and stuff. And then the main bridge up in the front here. Galaxy map, the Ebon Hawk's onboard navigational computer. When you're ready to leave Dantooine, you can use the Galaxy map to travel to other planets around the galaxy. Destination is still stored in the Ebon Hawk's computer from the last trip Davik made with it. Oh, are we going to be forced to go to wherever the hell it is that Davik wanted to go? Interesting. E3, what do you got for me? Can you construct a programming spike for me? Oh, we got a programming spike. Can you construct another one? Yes. Can you construct a programming spike for me, T3? Wait, can I just do this an infinite number of times? Oh, okay, he's burned out. Can't make another one just yet? Got it. That's fine, I'll take 3 of them. Yeah, I want to ask you some questions, C3. Yeah, you don't even know what I was going to ask. Well, just chime in if you ever have any advice. Alright, not very talkative, that droid. Let's see what Zaalbar has to say. Is something you want? Oh, wow, we've got quite a bit here. Do you know anything about the planet we're on? I know it isn't my home world, it's all I care about, there's nothing here to interest me. Yeah, could you make me a grenade? See what I can do. I think I have enough parts for something, just wait a moment. There you are, 1 grenade, careful with it. Can you make me another grenade? You got a bunch already, you don't really want those things banging around together, use some up first. Alright, that's fair. Have anything more to say about yourself, Zaalbar? A lot of my life debt, but I don't really share more than that. That's fine. I'll leave you be. Alright. Let's see what else he has to say. Can you help me with the problem? Unless you want someone threatened or a door bashed in, you should ask someone else. This is my home world. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Careful. I want to click the wrong thing there. Juhani! How's it going? Welcome on board.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before, in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Well, you thought the dark side had consumed you. It's nothing. Yeah.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Yeah, don't worry, Juhani. I forgive you. It's fine.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life.
I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
Alright, do you have anything else to say right
How
now?
may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Yeah, let's see if we can talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Okay, where'd you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Okay, yeah, so you must have met a Jedi then.
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored, yeah, can you go into more detail?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Alright, sounds good. Do you have anything else you can say right now?
What is it you...
Yeah, are you doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Shaken? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Okay, maybe you just need some time. Yeah, that seems sensible.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
Yeah, I mean... I cannot... Wait, all these options are very, very critical here. I cannot afford to look after you all the time, Juhani. If I see you begin to slip back, I will intervene. I mean, what do I mean by that? I want clarification here. Am I saying I'm going to cut her down, or like what? Perhaps in your company I'll be able to free myself from it. Yeah, let's go with the middle one. That sounds like the most supportive, at least.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Alright. Whoa. Anything else you got for now?
May I be of what is it you...
I guess nothing. No, okay. We've talked to Canderous, we've talked to T3, talked to Zalbar. I think mission is still up. Is there anything in the supplies chest that we want to get? Store of emergency food and supplies. A handful of boxes in the back. Anything interesting in here? No? It's just like, what, storage if you want to store some stuff? Probably. Yeah, I guess if you just wanted to like unclutter your inventory a little bit, you could just come back here and stick stuff in these boxes. There's no like inventory limit in this game. There's not like a backpack space or anything like that, so you can just pick up everything and carry it with you, and I am definitely the type to do that.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, can you give me some adrenal stimulants?
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a speed-boosting stimulant to help you get quicker. There anything else you...
More drugs.
Hey, don't worry. I think you've got enough there as it is. You don't want to overload yourself on stims. Otherwise, you might destroy your adrenal system. A real warrior knows his own limits and doesn't overestimate himself. There anything else you need?
Alright, what about this world? Do you know anything about Dantooine?
From what we saw from space, this world doesn't have a lot of people. I couldn't really have found much work here anyway, so I never had an interest. It looks like a farm world. The Republic has thousands of these places. Ones that get by farming crops and hunting herds of native beasts. But I might have underestimated this place. It seems to be more than I thought. You have anything else you want to ask?
No, that's it for
Your
now.
choice.
Alright, let's head on over to the bridge and see... Oh, Mission. We need to talk to Mission. Wait a minute. Mission, what's up?
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Anything about your brother? Anything more to talk about that?
I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Yeah, what did she do to you?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazic. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
Got it. You mean no matter how much he stole? No. So did Lena dump him?
I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Well, that or she was, actually liked Griff. Yeah, maybe she actually liked him. Let's not push it. Let's let her tell her story. What happened?
After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were gonna try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Oh, that's upsetting. Yeah, maybe something happened to him.
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was to hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Anything else here? Yeah, I could play Pazic with her, apparently. No, I think I'm good. I don't need to scam this child out of her money, although she'd probably beat me, seeing as I've never won a game of Pazic. Do you know anything about the planet we're on? Yeah.
I'm not the one you should ask about Dantooine. I didn't even know there was a Jedi Academy here. I always thought it was just a bunch of settlers and farmers. Sorry I can't be more help, Is there anything else I can do for you?
Nah, okay. Then let's head up to the bridge, talk to Karth and Bastila, see how they're doing. And then we can head on out. Let's talk to Bastila first.
How can I help?
Yeah, I want to talk about the dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision. A vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
Yeah, okay, so why did we share the vision?
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked, and for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
Got it, okay, so you don't really know what's going on either. Yeah, how did we become linked like this?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
Got it. Alright, fine. Another question.
What would you like to know?
Yeah, why dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
What do you mean by a trace? Yeah.
They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. It may be simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to, or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
Okay, so what do you think they were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
Yeah, alright, that's fine. Yeah, do you think we'll receive more visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us, but when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give her crap about being in my dreams. It's not her choice, that's all.
As you wish. You really should.
One
How
sec.
can I help?
Anything else you wanted to ask me? You have something you want to ask me? Yeah.
I do? How did you know?
Face is all scrunched up like a Kinrath pup. Keep staring at me, see something you like. Educated guess from the way you keep staring. Yeah, that's probably the smartest option.
I am a Jedi. I am far too disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking, the bond we share.
Okay, so maybe that's possible.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
Got it. What do you think I should do? Yeah, I don't think mastering my emotions is necessary. No, that's a bad answer. You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light. God. Yeah, what do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters, but I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Alright, that's fine.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
Oh! Okay, I wonder if perhaps her, Force alignment is actually linked to mine. That's a thing in KOTOR 2, that, any of your Jedi companions in KOTOR 2, I think even your non-Jedi companions, can have their, like, alignment affected by the actions you take. I think it, in some cases, can work kind of in opposite as well. Like, if your companion really doesn't like you, it will push their alignment in the opposite direction of you. Alright, but anyways, it works both ways. You could help me stay strong, yeah.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
Well, I appreciate any help you can offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Sounds good. Anything else?
How can I help?
Apparently
Then
not.
I suggest we move on.
Karth, what do you got for me?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Sorry I made you stay on the ship the entire last several weeks. Do you know anything about the planet?
Dantooine's a boring place. It's all plains and herders and small settlements. Perfect for the Jedi to lose themselves in, I guess. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate.
Alright, well, let's chat for a minute.
Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it?
I didn't know we were arguing. No, I don't want to argue with you. I wasn't aware we were arguing.
And I don't want to argue with you either. I mean, you seem sincere enough, I guess. I just don't trust easily. And for good reasons, which are my own.
Okay. We have to work together, Karth, so it has plenty to do with me. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. What reasons I want to know. Yeah, probing, he doesn't seem to want to talk about it, so maybe we just remind him that we do have to work together, so it does have something to do with me.
Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith. And we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
Got it. Turn to the dark side. Why take it so personal? I suppose you can't. That must have been hard to take.
No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
Oh, you are very mad, Carth. You say that with such hatred.
I know. And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, so we got a little more info out of him. He's upset because of something that happened after the return of Revan and Malak. The number of people that left the Republic to join them. Alright.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Anything else for right now? No? Okay, that's fine.
You got it.
He thinks Dantooine is boring. We've talked to all the crew. We're all set here. Let's open our galaxy map and see where it's taken us. It sounded like it may have already had a destination plotted in. Am I able to pick my own, though? Can I just pick where I want to go here? We can, it looks like. So, we've got Dantooine. We've got the planet of Manon, worldwide ocean, the species of Selkath, and the docking city of Atto. Which we heard about the Selkath when we were talking to that droid down in the ruins. It was speaking in the Selkath language. They were apparently a slave race of the Builders. So that's definitely a planet that might have some leads as far as what the Builders are and all that. Definitely worth looking into. Korriban, Sith planet, volcanic mountain range, native species, none known, now settled. The docking is in Dresh Dai. This was the world where Exar Kun fell to the dark side and began his rebellion against the Jedi Order. Revan and Malak visited there as well. It's a well-known Sith world. In modern canon, I think they've renamed this world to Moraban, and for a little while it wasn't even sure if it was supposed to be Korriban or not. It was just like they'd sort of replaced Korriban with a planet called Moraban that had all the same things on it. But then I think in one of the Rebels art books or something like that, they clarified that it is the same planet. They just changed the name at some point in history. So yeah, if you've seen the Clone Wars episode where like Yoda goes off looking to try to figure out how to control Force ghosts, and he goes to the like Sith world with all the statues on it and all that, that's this planet here. It's also the starting location for the 2 dark side Sith Jedi classes in Old Republic Online. What else we got here? Tatooine. I think we've all heard of that. It seems to just show up in every piece of Star Wars media ever. They just cannot get away from this planet. Desert, canyons, Jawas, and sand people, and we land in Anchorhead, because apparently the city of Anchorhead is 4,000 years old at the time of the movies. That's a completely sensible thing to have in a universe. We can go to Kashyyyk. Terrain, temperate forest, species, Wookiees, docking, Circuit Corp outpost. Yeah, Wookiee homeworld. I think this first actually got named and, like, visited. I think the first time you see Kashyyyk in any Star Wars media and the first time it gets named was the Star Wars Holiday Special. I'm pretty sure. And outside, and they buried that. The Star Wars Holiday Special, I believe George Lucas can be quoted as saying something along the lines of if he had an axe and enough time, he would make sure that every last copy of it was erased off the face of the planet. But one of its first real full-fledged appearances is in KOTOR. Dantooine, we're already there. And then we have another one, Yavin. Coordinates point to a small space station orbiting the gas giant Yavin. This wasn't one of the worlds listed with a map location on it, but it's shown up in our docs in our list anyway. I'm assuming that this must be where Davik was originally planning to take the Ebon Hawk when he had control of it. So that may potentially be worth checking out as well. I think actually, yeah, we'll start there. Yavin's a bit of a weird world in this game, so we'll start off with that. And away we go. A million cutscenes later, we'll finally get the jump to light speed. Oh, hello. What do we have here? How's things going for Malak?
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
Hello.
Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Alright. We've reached Yavin. Significantly less Death Stars than I'm used to seeing here, and we have a space station orbiting it. Alright, now that we're here, what do you guys have to say? Wait, you wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission
okay.
and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Got it. Yeah, is it true you killed him?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi Strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
Wait, killing Revan's what you're famous for. That's not what yeah, let's just go with that. That's not what I heard.
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
Okay, so Malak finished the job for you. Yeah. What else do you expect from the Sith? Would have killed Revan eventually, right? Yeah, that does seem like the plan.
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Got it. Alright.
How can I help?
Anything else? Yeah, what's to ask? Can we ask more about you, Bastila?
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Yeah, tell me how you joined the Jedi.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Yeah, why is it discouraged?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
Okay. So do you miss your family at all?
Like all who join the Order, I have learned to embrace the life I've chosen. I had to let go of my attachments to my family.
Got it. That must have been difficult.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Yeah, you and your father were close?
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Oh my god, here I am playing therapist to an entire ship full of people again. This really is the precursor to Mass Effect. You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
The child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Alright. You sound very sad when you say that.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
That's fine. Alright. Anything else?
How can I help?
No. I was
Can I
mostly just
suggest
hoping
we-
I could ask her if she knew anything about the planet, but apparently not.
Yes,
Karth?
what's on your mind?
What about you? Do you know anything about this planet?
I
Yeah.
don't really know much about this place. Sorry.
Alright. Anything else you want to say from our discussion earlier?
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
That's fine. Yeah, don't you think you'd feel better if you discussed it? Let's continue playing therapist. Pull up a chair.
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
Name sounds familiar, yeah.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
Alright. Yeah, you didn't think he'd betray the Republic.
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
Wait, you think you could have stopped him? How? You blame yourself for trusting your friend. Yeah, so you blame yourself for trusting your friend. That's what's going on here. That's not something to blame yourself for, Karth.
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
Okay. Well, I feel awful for you, Karth. That does sound pretty terrible.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Jesus, Karth, calm down. Lord, do you have anything else to say right now? Do you want to continue it now? You did last time.
Yes, what's on your mind?
No, okay. He doesn't actually want to continue the conversation immediately this time. That's fine. I think it's just because he hadn't been in our party for a while there. He had a bit of dialogue to catch up on. Oh, Zalbar. Checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Yeah, what do you mean by not right? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. Might want to check out the food stores next time you're in the cargo hold. Okay. Zalbar, by the way, as long as you're here, anything else to talk about? Anything to say about yourself? Okay, I'll leave you be. I just wanted to check in. Juhani.
How may I be of assistance?
You have anything else to talk about?
What is it you would like to speak to me?
Nope. Okay. So, you know, hey man, hyperspace seemed to make everybody else a little bit more talkative. I just figured I'd check in and see. That's alright. Mission. How's your brother?
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Anything else about your brother?
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Wait, also, hold up.
Hey there.
Can you make me a security spike?
No problem. Just so happens I've got one here I've been working on. Here you go. I'll just add it to our inventory. Anything else you need?
Sure. Can you make me another one?
No problem. Just so anything.
How about another one?
No problem.
How about another one?
No problem.
How about another one?
No problem. Anything.
How about another one?
No No. No.
Wow. Okay. So we just got, like, all of the spikes in the world there. That's useful. We need to check on our stores and also Canderous. Did hyperspace make you any more chatty?
Yeah, what do you want?
Not terribly from the sound of it. Alright. Let's go check in on our emergency supplies. What's going on here? Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disturbed recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Yeah, examine them more closely. No half-eaten or torn packages to indicate this was from pests or vermin. It looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids under stores. Whoever the thief is, they've managed to avoid detection by you and your companions so far. Maybe a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. Alright. Let's go start searching. Anybody over here? No. Alright. P3, can you run a scan? I want to ask you some questions. Okay, fine. I was going to see if you could use your sensors to look around a little bit. You think you hear the patter of soft footsteps behind you, but when you stop to listen, they disappear. Okay. What about... Oh. Once again. Anybody over here? No. How about through Canderous's room? Anybody hiding in here? No. How about in the hyperspace core? You hear the echo of footsteps coming from the direction of the cargo hold. Okay. Cargo hold. It's Sasha! Oh. Hello? Yeah, where'd you come from? Okay, I'm not getting any translation on this. I don't understand what you're saying. Still don't understand you. Sits and frowns and looks at you helplessly. Okay, hold up. Let's talk to her. Yuba Mi Kapsi. The name Lur Aka ring a bell. What about Rundil Atsalim? Yeah, stowaway. How long have you been here? Where are you from? Yeah, let's see if she recognizes those names. The quizzically not understanding. That's fine. Can you tell me your name? You oddly puzzled. Point to yourself. Yeah, my name's Dak. You are. Okay, Waba Susa Sasha. Okay. Sasha, your name is Sasha. She nods. Waba Susa Sasha. Okay. So Waba Susa is probably I am, something along that. Try to learn her strange language. Sasha na Isawan in Bristag Milafsa. Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian. Oh, I recognize that apparently. Manlare is na Undisen Manlare Abs. Mandalore, that's your word for Mandalorian, so you do know of them. Mandalorian's bad, I get it. Yeah, she got very upset there. So let's say Mandalorian's bad. I get that.
Selima wanga kun bikin.
Mina Asoan Menlore Abs. I'm guessing this is bad. I can understand Mandalorian, but your words are all mixed up. Girl obviously doesn't understand. That's fine. Okay, try to learn her language again. Asoan and Bristag Milafsa. Okay, Asoan, not Asoan. Points to herself, me Asoan. I see you or you see me. Hides her face behind her hands for a moment. Me not Asoan. Okay, so Asoan is see? You're hiding. No Asoan means to hide. Asoan is to see, but na Asoan is hide. Got it. Yuba Asoan nu geese. I didn't get all of that, but sure. You're hiding? Yeah, Bristog. What's that? Things around her. Bristog. Bristog Milafsa. Okay. It's a thing. It's a thing. Something around here. Makes a swooshing sound. Bristog. Starship, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So Bristog, I'm guessing Lafsa is home. Safe, is that it? No, it's gonna be home. This is one of the Evanhoff service panel. Mi Lafsa Stinqui in Lafsa. The panel. Sleep there. Lafsa means sleep? That panel, that's what Lafsa means? Justice around her. Bristog mi Lafsa. The panel, all of this is your home. Yeah, Lafsa means home. So the ship is your home. She hides in the ship is her home. Yeah, the language learning thing is really cool. I really enjoyed this. This is actually, this isn't similar, but language learning on that note. Back in the day when they did their first Star Wars MMO, there was one before Old Republic. There was Star Wars Galaxies. And back when it first launched, it had a mechanic in there that different alien species spoke different languages, and you didn't know the other languages by default. So if you were a human, say, you would know Galactic Basic, and that was it. And if you were a Wookiee, you would know Wookiee Speak, I think was the name of it. I don't remember if they had a different word for it in that one. If you were like a Rhodian, you would know the Rhodian language. And there was different skills for speaking it and understanding it. So you could say learn to understand Rhodian, but you might not be able to speak Rhodian. And the way you'd learn it is by talking to other players that had the language skill, and you could have them train you in learning their language. It was like a ranked system where you'd rank up and you'd be able to understand more of the language. It would put like a garbled filter if you didn't understand it. That was a really cool system. I thought it was super fun. And then they just completely got rid of it in one of the later updates, which was quite disappointing because they wanted to try to make the game more enjoyable for players so they could all communicate with each other. But when it first started out, and you actually had to like put points into it, and you could like decide whether how you wanted to role play your character. It was very fun. I wish they would have kept that. I wish more games did do something like that. Yeah, Warcraft kind of does something like that in that every class or every race has usually 2 languages they speak. There's whatever the shared language for the faction is. So like, for example, on the Horde side, everyone speaks Orcish, and on the Alliance side, everyone speaks Human, or Common, I think it's called. And then, other than Orcs and Humans, everyone also speaks their own native language. So, there's like the Blood Elf language, I think is Sindarai. You have all the different Dwarvish, you've got Troll, you've got all the different native tongues that each of the different races speak. And if you switch, you can, in chat, switch yourself to speaking to whichever language you want to. So you could switch from speaking, say if you're a Troll, you could switch yourself from speaking Orcish to speaking Troll. And then even other members of the Horde that aren't trolls, like so orcs and the rest of the Tauren and all the rest of them, wouldn't understand what you're saying because you're speaking in Trollish. Trollese? I don't know what the heck the troll language is called in that game off the top of my head. But yeah, they do have that in there. It's just that you can't, like, learn it. There isn't a way for you to learn the other languages. There's a potion that lets you speak every language, including cross-faction. Because normally the only way to speak cross-faction is pandas can speak cross-faction, because pandas are a neutral race, and they can pick which faction they join, and they speak Pandaren no matter what. So if you have Pandarans from opposite factions, they can switch their languages over to Pandaren and speak to each other. And Demon Hunters, when they added Demon Hunters, they speak like Demonic or Abyssal or something like that, and they can speak to each other. Yeah, it's a nice little touch. Makes the game feel a little bit more realistic, because language barriers is a struggle in the real world, and it's always interesting working to overcome language barriers and stuff like that. Like I work in retail, and I deal with a lot of customers that occasionally don't speak English, and that's the only language I speak well. I can understand a bit of Spanish and a very tiny bit of German, not much, and I can't speak any of it. So I definitely understand the idea of having differences between, like, being able to understand a language versus being able to speak it. But yeah, anyways, we figured out here. Lafsa, ship, Bristag ship, Lafsa home. Nasawan is hide, Asawan is sea. So she hides in ship, ship is home. Hiding in ship is your home, I understand.
Muchashakapaka.
Yuba Gondinsen. You said that before. What is Gondinsen?
Muchashakapaka.
I am Gondinsen. Yeah, but what?
Dong abuk shami no no.
Smiles and pats her chest. Gondinsen, it's something you like. Gondinsen means you like it.
Muchashakapaka.
You like me, I understand. Okay.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
You know ABDS, abs. You said when I first found you. I'm guessing that means bad. You, not bad.
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
Hurt? Is that it? Means hit, is that it?
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
Is not Gondinsen. No, is to hurt. No ads means not hurt. Is that it? Not quite. I don't think so anyway. You... Yeah, no. Okay, maybe it does mean hurt. Okay. Oh, so the Mandalorians hurt her, because she used this in reference to the Mandalorians, too. Oh god. Me aunts Kistawan Yum Nugis. Oh, I don't know anything about that one. Nugis, is that all one phrase? Stabs downward several times. Nikapsi Nugis. Floor. Nugis means floor. You're talking down. No, I don't think Nugis means floor. Covers mouth with her hands. Nikapsi Nugis. You're not speaking now. Nugis means now? Nah, Nugis is not now, before?
Kipuna, bonana kichu.
Is mi aunts Kestawan Yum Nagis. Okay, so now he's puzzled. Points where elsewhere on the ship. Part of the ship, a room. You want? Yeah. Looks an act. Looks like she's chewing on something. Food. Okay, yum is food. You Kestawan food now. You want food now. You're hungry. Habad Yuba. Habad you. What do you mean? Yuba Kapsi Tabad mi Yuba. Yuba. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm supposed to speak about what? Tell me about. Tabad means tell me about. Okay, got it. Tell me about me. Let's communicate with her in her language if we can. You want to know about me, do you?
Kipuna, Bonanakichu.
Claps excitedly. Have me Yuba. Okay, let's talk to her in her own language then.
Muchashakapaka.
Yuba Mikapsi Nukis. Me. Now, if someone to take you home. Why are you hiding on my ship? Yeah, Sasha hiding in ship. Why?
Selima Wanga Kunbikin.
Halki Bristag Nanu Gismi Hut Liaz. Okay, you came to the ship before. You were scared. Why? Okay, yeah, before is Nanugis. We got that. Ship. She came to ship before. Hut Liaz.
Kipuna, Bonanakichu.
You left the Mandalorians and hid on the ship. Okay.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Don't want to leave. The ship is your home.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Okay. Ebon Hawk is not your home. Not your first home anyway. You're scared of the Mandalorians. Badly as Mandalore.
Kipuna, Bonanakichu.
Mandalore Kista Wan Sasha Nanu Geese. Mandalorian. Okay. They took you and hurt you.
Selima Wanga Kunbikin.
Mandalorian ship was not home. Mandalorian ship was before. Okay, we didn't like it. Oh yeah, didn't like. Gondon said is like. Didn't like it.
Muchashakapaka.
You left the Mandalorian ship, then you hide in this ship as your home. Got it. You sleep here on this ship, right?
Tong abuk shami
Points to a nearby service panel. You understand she must have been sleeping in the ship's repair ducts. That's Steam Queen there. It gone Dinson. Oh, it's starting to almost get some English in this. That's interesting. The ship is not your home, not your first home.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Ship is home. Tell me about your home before. Tabed Nisasha Lafsa Nu Nagis.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Girl thinks for a long moment. Dantooine mi Lafsa Na Nugis. So Dantooine's your home before. Someone will take you home. Arca Kestawan Ulifsa.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
You will take me home. You'll take me to Dantooine. Yes, we can do that. Thinks about it but doesn't say anything. Okay, well, that seems reasonable. Let's head to Dantooine real quick. I know we were technically here on Yavin, and we're doing something here, and didn't actually leave the ship, but this seems reasonably important. Let's head back to Dantooine real quick. Dantooine, off we go. Sorry, Yavin, we'll be back in just a moment. I'm assuming we're gonna get the little, jump to light space cutscene. Hyperspace, not light space. Light speed. Much nicer to her than that group of Solarians I just forgot about. Yeah. I mean, they seemed reasonably independent. I figured they'd just leave the hold. I don't know why they lived down there. That was their choice. Alright. We've made it back here. Hold up. Let's head on out and go drop her off. Who haven't we brought out in a while? We haven't brought out Canderous, and we haven't brought out Juhani, like, at all. So we'll bring them with us. How we doing, guys? Yeah, I thought so. We got levels. Attributes. Let's get this up. I think we're gonna, yeah, be moving him more or less into a melee class, so we'll start working on that. It's probably worth, yeah, moving up 2 weapon, and then at some point here, does he have melee weapon focus? He does. So we can have him start switching over to melee weapons pretty soon here, and then we'll move into flurry and all the rest of that as well. Yeah, here we go. We can start moving him up right now. Feats, get him into Master 2 weapon. Level up. Skills. Yeah, he's got a few levels here. I think we're gonna have him start moving into flurry. Alright, he's all caught up. Juhani, let's actually... Oh, we do have her stats here. So she's reasonably high dex, mid constitution, the average build. She is... What's her class skills? Awareness seems to be basically the same as Bastila, so we will go with that. What does she have for feats? Man, not much. Does she have dueling? No, she doesn't. Okay. Proficiency lightsaber, yeah. Toughness, nothing. She doesn't have much at all here. Improved forced jump. Oh, she's a guardian like me, so we're going to want to go similar to what I'm doing with me. Feats, every Jedi needs to have heal. It's just way too useful to not have. Just to try it out, we're going to go with a dex build for her. Even though she's a guardian, it's basically similar to me, and I'm going all strength, we'll try building her down the dex path and see where that gets us. Powers. Energy resist, she's got that. We go with Force Valor as well. Definitely good to have the buff available. Start moving down this. Feats, we can get her down, yeah, all the way up to 2 weapon focus. Force Shield, start going down this. She's wearing robes already, so I think we'll try to just do like a robed Guardian build. Get the energy resistance on there. Alright, she's all done. We'll deal with her equipment later. I'm not really planning on using her in a fight right now, so... Let's just go talk to Lur Arca. Greetings, Sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. Yes, we know about Rundil. His daughter was kidnapped. There's a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. Are you certain of this? You can come aboard and see her if you like. She only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. Convince me that your stowaway is indeed the one I seek. Will you allow me to see her? Certainly, I'll bring you to my ship. Let's go there now. I'm most anxious to see her. If aged young sentient, I do believe you're indeed the one I seek. I'm here to return you to your father. The document is correct about your linguistic difficulties and positive your parents can assist you with that. That was you no hurt. She's scared. Calm yourself, I'll take you home. Sasha... Okay, Sasha hides in ship. Ship is home. Lur Arca no hurt. You like home, Sasha. Oh, okay, so he won't hurt you and you'll like your new home, Sasha. Okay, I missed some of that. Thank you for your assistance. I'm sure this girl's parents will be most appreciative of your efforts. Alright. Well, off they go. Are they actually going to run all the way out of here? Yeah, look at that. Neat. Alright. Well, let's go back now and head to Yavin. and actually stop there this time. We'll actually leave the ship. Yeah, we can skip this. We just saw all these. Alright. Let's head to Yavin. I think we'll bring Bastila and T3 for now, just in case there's any combat. I don't remember if there's any fights here the first time you visit or not. And they're currently geared up probably the best to help me out in an overall situation. T3 is decent in a fight, has good skills. Bastila is a Jedi. Got a variety of access panels here. Yeah, who's that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? Who are you? Are you new or something? Force Persuade to open the door. Yeah, I'm new, very new. What's this? Yeah, use Force Persuade real quick. Yes, I'll open the door for you, friend. There we go. Alright, this is Suvam Tan. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. Don't see many of your kind out here at all anymore, not since the war at any rate. What brings you here? I'm trying to defeat Malak. I see the pieces of a map to a Starforge. Yeah, I'm looking for... Let's see if he knows anything about this map to the Starforge. Never heard of it. There's nothing in this system except for the ruins of Exar Kun's war. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. So this is another bit of a Star Wars, like, old Legends 90s canon. The whole, like, Exar Kun rebellion against the Jedi Order when he fell to the dark side and was one of the first Jedi to fall to the dark side. I think at the time they wrote him, he was the first. When he led his little rebellion, he'd fled to the jungle moon of Yavin 4, where he'd subjugated the local Masasi people and built basically a Sith academy on the surface of Yavin 4. And that is supposed to be the ruins that you find the rebels camped out in A New Hope. Let's see if he agrees with that here. Exar Kun, don't tell me youngsters don't know anything about Exar Kun in that war, but then again, there's been a lot of troubles recently, I've heard. Yeah, go ahead and tell me about Exar Kun. He's a Jedi to start at least. He came here to Yavin and landed on the fourth moon, the one you can see through the window. There were some ancient Sith temples there, and in them Exar Kun gained terrible powers. He raised the Sith and waged a war against the Republic, much like what seemed to be happening today. But Exar Kun was far more powerful than any Sith Lord has come since. The very ground trembled beneath his feet when he looked at you. You just... That's all in the past now. I've got my life staying here and tinkering with the stuff I've found in the ruins, and the things the Trandoshans and smugglers bring me. Yeah, who are the Trandoshans? Mercenaries and bounty hunters. Hello, Ashley! Greetings! Scum mostly look like big two-legged lizards. Oh, don't insult them. Don't say sort of like Rhodians. That'd be very mean. Yeah, why are they here? Found me here a couple of years after the war ended. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone on abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. Given a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they'd keep me supplied with food and new materials. Worked out well so far for years, really. With Davik gone, they've been getting ideas, though. Anything else you want to know? Played through this game so many times, it's fun. Yeah, I agree. This is, I don't even know, like, 9th, 10th playthrough. That said, I'm still finding new stuff in this game. I've played through this game... I've got hundreds of hours in this, and there is still new stuff in this game that I find pretty much every time I play through it. I found the ending I did to the, like, Sandrol Matale quest this time. I don't think I've ever seen that ending before. I found a follow-up to the quest with Elise and her droid, where I found her, she'd met a boyfriend and was moving on with her life. I'd never actually seen that follow-up before. There's so much stuff buried in this game. Just so cool. Yeah, okay, let's see. Continue on here. What do we got? Questions. Tell me about the system, yeah. Gas moon here is Yavin. Gas giant's Yavin. It's got a bunch of moons around it. The only really interesting one is 4. Pretty much been picked clean. Yeah, what was on 4? Exar Kun started the Sith War 50 years ago. Used Yavin 4 as a base, building a lot of his Sith temples there. When he lost, the Republic came and bombed the surface of the planet, destroying pretty much everything. That's odd. That seems to disagree with the timeline we got from the Jedi. I think the Jedi had said 40 years ago, but that's fine. Come back to him before you go to the Star Forge. He sells special crystals for your lightsaber. Yeah, I know. I remember that. Like, once you've done all the maps, you want to keep checking in with this guy because you eventually get some really fancy stuff. His shop is incredible. Destroying pretty much everything. So yeah, what do you mean by pretty much? You can still find a few things here and there on the surface, some buried from the bombardment, some that look much older. Then there are a bunch of times and found pretty much all there was to find. I took them back here and tinkered with them a bit, got them up and working, or improving them. Oh, thank you for the follow! Once you can look at it if you're interested, maybe purchase. I'm not gonna force persuade give them to me, that would be very mean. Sure, what have you got? A few things kicking around, stuff the Trandoshans and smugglers brought for me to look at, and a few things I've been making for parts. They aren't cheap though, they pay a lot for what I can make. And anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them, now can I? If you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if you don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. So yeah, not cheap. 10,000 credits here, 6,000, 8,500. But good. Light exoskeleton, defense 6, max dex plus 5, so that's a total 11 if you have a character that's got a 20 dex. And in addition, you get a +1 dex off of this. So, yeah. Not back anytime. I've been trying to stream through this whole thing, is the plan. We're going to go through the whole game eventually. Not in one sitting, but over the next week or so. +1 dex and +1 strength, very useful. That actually means you could get away with a 19 dex, and you'll already be at the 11, which is good. It's upgradable, which is super useful. Shadow armor, 7 and 4, another 11 with if you have a slightly lower dex build, and stealth +4 if you're trying to do stealth builds. Very useful. This actually would probably be pretty good on mission if I wanted to start using mission as more of a stealth character. Advanced stabilizer gloves, a blaster bolt deflection bonus of +5 and dex +3. Throw that on a Jedi that's going down like a full dex build. Like if I threw that on Bastila or like Juhani, that would be super useful. Awareness +10 and dex +2 on an implant is ludicrous. Immunity to mind affecting and poison is good. I honestly feel like this one is probably the least useful of this gear right now. And an unlimited class 1 shield. Like, that's insane. Definitely worth picking up if you're going to be using the droids. Anything else here? Trandoshans, Star Map, Star Forge. Yeah, how did you know Davik? He used to come here every once in a while to trade. He worked for the exchange, big-time smugglers. Trandoshans didn't really want to get his bad side, so they let it go. Now he's gone, things are a bit more uncertain. Yeah, fair enough. Who are the smugglers? Rodians, Aquilesh, Trelex, whatever, they all work for an organization called the Exchange. You might have heard of them. They run smuggling operations all over the galaxy. Weapons, slaves, whatever someone's willing to pay the price for. They found my talents very useful. Like the Trandoshans, they get me to patch up and upgrade what they bring and pay me well for it. They also bring news and supplies. Yeah, let's ask him something else. Tell me about yourself. Nobody doing nothing. I've been in this system for over 50 years before this station was even built. I just sit around all day and tinker with this and that, trying out a few of my ideas. Wait, so by his timeline, he's been here since before Exar Kun. Yeah, why'd you come here? Station is an old Republic supply depot from when they were fighting Exar Kun. Once they destroyed Yavin 4's surface, though, they didn't need it anymore. Once they'd gone, I decided to move in and use the place myself. It's not very roomy, but I think it's turned out alright. It's close to Yavin 4, where I get most of my parts. Nobody comes here except the smugglers and Trandoshans anyway, so I get left alone the way I like it. Yeah, so you're from this system? Not exactly. See, I'm not as young as I look. Actually, I'm pretty old by most standards. Been here since the war, really. Yeah, were you in the war? The Sith were building a whole lot of temples on Yavin 4 by Exar Kun's order, and they needed people to build it for them, so they got slaves. Most of the slaves were put to work on the buildings directly, but there are a lot of other things you need to make a planet a working base. Weapons, for instance. So they forced some Baragwin to work for them making weapons. You know Baragwin, right? As I was one of the ones working under the Baragwin, I guess you could say I had the talent for it. The Baragwin I worked for, he took me under his wing and made me his apprentice even. Most of them died when the Republic destroyed the place, so I guess it's useless to think about it. I don't think I do know what the Baragwin are. What are the Baragwin? You know what the Baragwin are? They're the best damn weapons merchants in the galaxy, that's who they are. They were in space selling arms to the highest bidder before my species even got off our home world. Their weapons are the highest quality you can find, too, better than the Republic or the Sith. Tell me about the system. I don't think I know what a Baragwin is. I might actually go look that up on Wikipedia after this. Yeah, what about the station? Republic Supply Station. We know about all this. There was some more he had to say about the system. Yeah, did you get brought here? The Sith are building a whole lot of temples. Yeah, so you were a slave, kind of. More like forced labor, really. We worked or we died. Life gets really simple when someone puts it to you like that. We didn't have it near as bad as the ones who were actually building the temples themselves, though. I wouldn't be surprised if not a single one saw the temples completed. If you have any Baragwin equipment, I might have a couple. You want to take a look? Sure. Oh, so this Baragwin shadow armor. Specialty, the Baragwin modifiable suit has advanced adaptive camouflage technology. Interesting. Light exoskeleton, relatively new type of power assist armor. Interesting. There was something else he had to say. We go under Trandoshans. Oh, what do they want with you? They found me a couple years after the war ended. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone in abandoned space stations. It was under the stuff about Exar Kun, which doesn't seem to be here anymore. It was on Yavin 4. Tell me about the Great Sith War. This, yeah, we didn't ask him about this. Not much to tell. The Sith Lord Exar Kun tried to take on the galaxy. He lost, of course. They always seem to. What's with you in Yavin 4? Okay, so that's about it. Not right now. I guess we're just about done here. I'll be leaving for now. I definitely can't afford any of his current gear. Is there anything else? What the hell is that noise? Damn Gizka. Wait, Gizka? Why am I hearing Gizka? Where are there Gizka? Got a nice view of Yavin 4 out the window here. But why am I hearing Gizka? What, are there Gizka on this station? Is this where the Gizka come from? Oh no. Access denied. I thought the Gizka came from somewhere else. Oh no, if I've started the Gizka thing. Let's head back to the ship. I like his little lore background there, a little dump on Exar Kun, the Sith War, and how he came to be here. That's all very interesting. Sword of the Ebon Hawk. Okay, hold up, look around. I don't see any Gizka. I heard Gizka, and I'm now paranoid. Gonna take a quick sweep of the ship real quick, make sure I don't have anything hiding on here. No? Alright, I think we're good. So, that's everything we can do on Yavin 4 for now. We've wrapped up the quest with Sasha, gotten her back home. So our options now, at this point the game's pretty much opened up, and you can kind of do whatever planet you want in whatever order you want. There isn't like a right or a wrong way to do this. So you've got Kashyyyk, Wookiee planet. We know Zalbar's from there, but we also know he left there for some reason. Doesn't seem to want to talk about it. Korriban, full of Sith, most likely. Potentially a little dangerous, but also could have some good information on the enemy we're fighting. Tatooine, we actually don't have that much information about it in this game, but it's Tatooine. If you've ever watched anything with Star Wars, you have almost certainly seen this planet at least once. Granted, we're 4,000 years before most of that, but it's going to be pretty similar, would you believe? I am definitely stopping there first to pick up a certain party member, because there's a party member we can find, like, right off the bat when we get there, that is definitely worth picking up as early as possible. One of my favorite companions. Manaan is the Selkath homeworld, and we know that the Selkath were one of the slave races by the Builders, so if we want to get some Builders lore, find out who built the Starforge and all that stuff, this might be a good place to go about doing it. So think on that. I don't really care which order we do these planets in. They're all great, and we're going to have to do all of them anyway. So if there's any of them that sound particularly interesting to you, let me know, either in chat or on Twitter if you think of something after the stream that you're like, oh, I want to see this. Drop me a line. I can do the planets in whatever order you want. Doesn't make any difference to me. There's definitely an argument to be made for doing like Kashyyyk first, because there's another companion that we'll be picking up there. And he's like a little farther along the quest line here. The companion you get on Tatooine, we can literally just land on Tatooine, run over, pick him up, and then leave. The guy on Kashyyyk, you're going to be like pretty well embroiled in the Kashyyyk storyline by the time you meet him. Oh, we're getting another vision. Alright, star map in a cave surrounded by ruins. Views of Tatooine from space. Landing at the docks at Anchorhead. Oh. Bastila?
The Force has given us a
okay.
vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Yeah, it looked like it was inside some kind of cave. Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert. That's an interesting theory that we'll look into when we go more into this planet's quest line, but looked like it was in a cave. That's definitely true.
A star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alright, anybody else have anything to say now that we've jumped through hyperspace? You wish to talk to me?
I do. I've been
oh my god, really?
Studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me. No, I'm not flirting with Bastila. No. Yeah, my progress? What do you think?
I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
Okay, yeah, what are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
Got it. Yeah, you seem very familiar with this.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing? And yeah, I don't know.
Neither do I, and I hope I never do. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause? To use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Yeah, so what do you mean by doing whatever is required? Like, you got any examples?
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Alright. Some more journal entries. Very good. No, I don't want to see the visions again. That's fine. Karth, anything from you?
Yes, what's on your mind?
Has hyperspace made you talkative? It seems like it has, because I have a dialogue option.
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Okay, I don't think I've left you out of the loop. I'm not the one leaving you out of the loop, Karth. Yeah, I don't know if I know what you mean.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
Wait, we haven't told Karth what we're doing? Wait a minute. You're telling me that I just got back on the ship, took off, and I haven't told anyone here what we're doing? Oh my god. I thought it was more important that I help find the star for... Yeah, they thought it was more important that I help find the star maps instead. I'm not trying to keep a secret on this. You guys are all on the mission with me.
And why is that? You were a great help on Taris, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there's a bond between Bastila and myself, yeah.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why, that's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
You're saying I'm not needed, I'm here and it's not going to change. I'm sick of listening to your rant, why don't you leave? Bastila and I have a bond. We have to do this together, that's all I'm going to say. Are you saying I'm not needed?
No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted, or that I want to go, it's just... Damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much, I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
Okay, I mean, I wasn't planning on betraying you. I'm not Saul. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look,
oh my god, Karth, calm down.
No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Karth, you are so dramatic, my lord.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Anything? Do you have anything to say about Tatooine?
Tatooine's just a desert planet. I hear the mining isn't going so well. I bet the colony gets abandoned before long.
I bet the colony's around 4,000 years from now, Karth.
You got it.
Oh man, that guy. Spicy Caden. Juhani, what do you got for me?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Yeah, let's see if she has anything else to say.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Apparently nothing. Alright, I'm assuming that Zalbar's still not looking to talk. Yeah, do you know what planet we're on? This is my home world, sure. Anything more to say about yourself? Nope. Alright. Zalbar's still not talking. Canderous, what you got going on?
Yeah, what do you want?
You're very, very cheerful. Anything about Tatooine?
Tatooine is one big desert with rocks sticking out. I heard that some of my people came here after the war, but I don't know what happened to them. The world of my clan, Ordo, was much like this. Dust basins and rock crags. But my world at least has some green around the equator. This place is just sand all over. There are some vicious people on this world, but the desert is the real enemy. Trips out in the desert, especially the deep desert, should be taken very carefully. Do you have anything else you want to ask?
No, I think we're all caught up for
Your
now,
choice.
Canderous. That's fine. Let's go check in with Mission and see if the hyperspace trip made her any more talkative.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Yeah, you got anything more to say about your brother?
Don't worry.
Nope. Alright.
Okay.
Let's head out. And who are we bringing with us? I think Mission hasn't been out in a while. And we need someone that will have a melee capability. We could do Mission in Zalbar. Or let's go with Mission and Bastila, maybe? Yeah, let's bring these two out. I don't think these two have spent much time together.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
You know, I haven't heard very good things about Zerka Corporation. Is there any way we could reconsider the fee? Yeah, let's just go, force persuading him for 100 credits. We've got the money. That's fine.
I thought you would. Without these fees, Zerka Corporation would have closed this port years ago. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Yeah, give me some background.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Okay, yeah, what's your operation here?
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Okay. Yeah, let's use my persuade skill. I've got pretty high persuade. Come now, friend, let me in on the details.
It's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
Got it, so you set up shop on a barren planet and now you're just kind of stuck here.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
Okay, yeah, what do you mean by peculiar?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be
odd.
abandoned.
I wonder what they mean by that.
Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so...
Or with peculiar properties makes me scared. Yeah, they've struck red lyrium. This is BioWare's origin of red lyrium, is it's tainted by the dark side. Sith ore. Yeah, what other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
Did I hear swoop tracks? Alright, what do we got? What about the history of the planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What species do you mean?
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
So, the Sand People here that we're gonna run into, this is one of, if not the first times in Star Wars that the Sand People are portrayed as anything other than just, like, mindless lunatics. Like, in the movies when you see them, the few times you see them, they're just, like, violent lunatics that live in the desert that no one talks to. And in all the Star Wars media that came out after that, anytime they would bring up the Tusken Raiders or the Sand People, they were just these, like, animalistic tribal warriors in the desert that would just beat you over the head with a stick and kill you and eat you. And they kind of go into a bit more of their culture here. When we do the Tatooine quest line, we're going to be going a lot into their, like, backstory and culture and origin and history and all that. And then nobody else really did anything with that, and the Tuskens just kind of went back to being mindless savage animals that beat you over the head with a stick for a long time. Until Mandalorian Season 2. There's the episode where they're like... What the heck the point of it is? The one with Cobb Vanth, and they're trying to get the, they're trying to get the pearl? The pearl from the Krayt Dragon for the Jawas or something? I don't remember what the heck the plot of that episode was. But there's the part where he helps them, like, come to terms with the local Tusken Raider tribe, and they hunt the Krayt Dragon together. And that episode is almost entirely ripped off of the lore from this planet in KOTOR 1. Like, the quest line of this planet is very much the basis for that quest chain, for that story in the show. And then some of the stuff you see in Book of Boba Fett, when Boba Fett is living with the Tusken Raiders, is also taken from this a little bit. So we're going to get to see a little bit more of that when we get into it, and I'll talk about it more then. But yeah, have you guys had any trouble with the Sand People?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Okay, any other sentient races?
The Jawas are scavengers, and a bit primitive. Hard to understand. They have an affinity for droids. Some of our scientists believe that they may not be native to the planet, but how they got here, they may not even know. As I said, they're hard to understand. They usually end up slaves to the Sand People. They aren't fighters. Good traders, though.
Okay, so we got news of Sand People enslaving Jawas. Jawas still, like, even in modern Star Wars, there isn't a whole lot of information on them. Mandalorian was, again, one of the first shows to really kind of delve into that a little bit, and even that didn't give us a huge amount of information on their, like, history and culture. Yeah, if I'm looking for an opportunity, where would I go?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Got it. Alright. If I'm looking for something specific, is there anyone I should ask? Yeah.
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
Older things. Yeah, antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by Sand People soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Okay, so Jawas are a potential lead. I think that's it. Yeah.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Well, I gotta say, I feel like we got a pretty good deal for our 100 credits there. Customs officer gave us a lot of info.
Yeah.
Also, mission. Seeing as it's the first time you've been out in a while, let's get you leveled up. Skills, boom, 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 boom. And no points. Alright. Beats. She was going dueling, wasn't she? Yeah, get that all the way up. Good deal. We can also continue to keep her moving along. Sneak attack rank 5. That's super useful. Skills, keep it moving along. Alright, so she's all caught up. It might be worth, real quick, switching her out for the droid. Go ahead and take the guns off of you for right now. And then we'll switch mission back in. And get the guns onto mission. Because, yeah, wait, is it Bendax Blaster and then Karts in the offhand? Or is it Karts Blaster in the main hand? And then, yeah, like that. Bendax Blaster. Karts Blaster. Heavy combat suit. What's her dex bonus? Dex bonus of 4 right now. So anything with dex plus 4 is fine. We could do heavy combat suit. The Echani light armor. That's it for now, eh? Doesn't really make a difference. Ah, but the Echani has bonus resistance on there. And Echani shield, we'll give her that, sure. Is there a melee shield? No. Stabilizer gauntlets, demo plus 2. That's certainly useful. Alright, that'll do for her for now. Awareness plus 2, power blast, awareness plus 4. Or damage resist. Let's give her some damage resist. She looks absolutely ridiculous, but that'll do. What else do we got here we can look at? Hello? Excuse me, I know it's been a very long time, dear, but you're Bastila, Helena's little girl. Yes, it is you. I can see it in the eyes. My, how you've grown.
Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Yes, I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me hollows of you before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude. Didn't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask if your mother's condition has improved any since I saw her.
My mother's condition?
Oh, you don't know. Oh dear, I just thought, I assumed she'd found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Sorry dear, but your mother's very ill, so she told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
She's here on Tatooine in the cantina. You really should go see her, considering her condition. I guess we should go see your mother.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she's really sick, well, we shall see.
Alright. That sounds important. Who are you? Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. It looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment? Docking Bay 32, isn't it? Yes, it is, and this is what I have in the requisition form. Everything seems to be in order. The Gizka are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Gizka? It says right here in the manifest you ordered a crate of Gizka to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. Now all I need is a thumbprint for the... Wait a second, where'd the datapad go? Nothing is ever organized around here. At any rate, that happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability, and we certainly don't take the cargo back. Enjoy! Off he goes. Oh god. Well, yeah, let's go take a look here real quick. What have they done to my ship? Hello. Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Pick it up. Let's pet it. Can you pet the Gizka? Scratch the little critter behind its nubs that pass for its ears, and it coos enthusiastically in response. Play a game with the Gizka. Play a game of peekaboo with the little creature, hiding my face behind your hands and startling it each time you appear. What fun. Looks at you curiously, cooing. Let's leave it alone. Disappointed for the lack of attention, hops away. Well, there are several Gizka on board the ship. Any over here? Okay, they don't seem to be in the hyperdrive. They don't seem to have gotten into the food. Yeah, anybody down this way? There's a fourth one. There's like a fifth one. Oh god. Sixth one. I mean, to be fair, we're on a spaceship, and I don't know if these things like chew on wires like a cat does. Like, you know, there's a lot of wires here that are keeping us from, you know, dying, which could potentially be bad if chewed on. Looks like we got like 6 or 7 of them hanging out here. That's fine. We'll live. Alright, you two, come with me. What else do we got around here? Docking Bay Mechanic. Victunanjus Orgu. Who's that? Turn it, you Gunda Fasca. Our customers are talking, that's better. Hello. Buy from Victunanjus and save your credits. Yeah, show me what you got for sale. Don't want to keep you from your important business? Let's take a look. Life Support Pack. This is a high-end health pack. So if you look at the med pack, this is heals you for 10 points, plus your wisdom modifier, plus your skill and treat injury. So wisdom and treat injury skill are the way to get your health up. This one heals you for 20, plus your wisdom modifier, plus double your treat injury score. This one heals you for 30, plus your wisdom modifier, plus triple your treat injury score. So quite good. About 3 times as much as what you're going to get out of your basic med pack. So about double and about triple. It's a slightly less than double or triple because of the wisdom modifier being a flat bonus, but my wisdom modifier is like, you know, a 1 or a 2 point difference, so about triple. Yusani's Brand. It's the 4-18 dual-wield melee weapon with a +5 versus droids. That's actually really good. Attack modifier +2 and upgradable. One of the most famous Echani warriors fighting against oppression and villainy until encountering Darth Revan. Discovering that Revan had killed an Echani senator, Yusani's attempted to tell authorities but fell to the powers of the Dark Lord despite his own impressive abilities and the cortosis weave inherent in all Echani vibroblades. So, this was someone killed by Darth Revan, and this is their weapon. Jamo Hagra's Carbine, 3 to 10 damage, plus 1 to 4 physical. Having a physical damage on a weapon on a blaster is actually really beneficial, because if someone's using shields, you still get a little bit of damage through even with the shield. It's okay. Weapon of the mercenary Gemma Hagra is supposed to protect him against many enemies he earned in his lifetime. Hagra's skill didn't match his potential, however. Overall, a 4 to 14 on a blaster rifle. Problem with rifles in this game is that because they don't qualify for the dueling bonus and they don't qualify for the dual wield bonus, you just never get extra attacks or a defense bonus or an attack bonus out of them, so they're just worse than blaster pistols or dual wield blasters in every way. And you can get blaster pistols that have comparable damage to this, so it's just not very good. Mandalorian Heavy Repeater. Damage 1 to 10, plus 1 to 4 ion. This is a heavy weapon that does almost exactly the same damage. This one here is a 4 to 14. This one here is a 2 to 14. And it's ion damage, so it does bonuses to droids. It doesn't have quite as high of a critical modifier. Doesn't have quite as high of an attack modifier. Isn't upgradable. But costs like... I don't know. What is that? A little less than a third? Yeah. And again, still doesn't qualify for any of the bonuses you get from a decent pistol. So, still not very great. Advanced Oral Amplifier. Awareness plus 4. The Verpine Headband we're all using. Immune to critical hits. Some bonuses. Pretty darn good. Breath Mask. Decent. Carrick and Gauntlets. All saves plus 3 and Dex plus 1. That's pretty good. 7,500. Not going to blow the money on it just right now, but worth keeping in mind, again, if we're looking for just a way to get Dex up any way we can, there is a gauntlet there that'll give us Dex up. Cardio Regulator, Stealth Field Generator, that's all pretty normal stuff. Gizka Poison. Any Gizka ingesting one of these toxic pellets will die within a few seconds. It will also cause the creature to attack all other Gizka in the area, infecting them as well. So yeah, if we need to get rid of that, we can do it. Bantha Fodder, highly pungent mixture of local plants and fungus. Banthas apparently finds it irresistible, though it's doubtful any intelligent species would willingly call it food. This is one gold, one credit, and I'm willing to bet is useful in a quest. So we're just going to go ahead and buy that. I don't want the Gizka poison. I think there's actually something else you can do with the Gizka. I don't remember what though. Let's take a quick look around the docking bay. Yeah. I paid 100 credits to dock here. I plan on... That means everything in this docking bay is mine, right? I just get to keep all this now. Yeah, see? Totally worth it. Let's take a look around. What's this here? Wait, I can interact with this pouch? Hold up. Interact with the pouch. Oh. I just get a pile of free grenades. I mean, that definitely feels like it was probably that shopkeeper's inventory, but...
Why are you bothering me? You've got a ship. You can leave this rock.
Alright, I was gonna see if you wanted to talk, but I guess not. Alright, off to Anchorhead. I'm not planning on interacting with the rest of this planet too much. If anybody comes running up to me and says something, we'll go ahead and talk to them. And if we pass anybody named, I guess we'll just take a quick chat, but... yeah, like I'm not going into any of the buildings just yet. I might even avoid trying to talk to some of these people right now if I can. Yep. That human woman outraged her arrogance. You, all of your species, place yourself on such annoying pedestals. Sorry, what are you talking about? He's sorry for sharing her species with that creature. I swear Helena must be your word for pit rancor. Ursula, isn't that your mother's name?
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Seeing her human, you couldn't miss her if you tried. She strolled into the cantina like she owned the place. She's still there. Probably, I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she wouldn't be leaving. I won't be going back while she's there, though.
To find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
You're actually looking for her? You humans, you're all out of your minds. Alright, so Bastila's mom sounds like she's making friends around here. Well, ignore the rest of this for now, because I mostly just want to get and meet our companion. We'll deal with all the... Oh, hello?
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Oh, you seem suitably sinister. A dark Jedi. Alright, let's go. Oh no, we've been feared. Get him! Quick! Get in there! Are we gonna get up? Dear Lord, what did they do to me?
Yes?
Alright.
Yeah?
Sure.
What can I do?
I guess we just heal everybody up real quick here, and then can I loot these guys? Do they happen to have short lightsabers? That would be really convenient. Sith Assassin Pistol, Dueling Shield, crystals. That's one I don't have actually. A red crystal, a short lightsaber. That's what I needed. Hold up. Double-bladed lightsaber and a yellow crystal and a dark Jedi Knight robe. Yeah, that's great. Whatever. Hold up. We're going back to the ship real quick.
Here.
Bastila, we're gonna run back home because we need to go and get our short lightsaber equipped. Come on, get me in. Is there a modification station out here by chance? No? I mean, there's one on the ship, so we can just do it in there. Yeah, there's one over here by Canderous. Give me this. Give me that short lightsaber. We can stick this crystal in it, which what does it do? Attack bonus 3. Very nice. Red. Let's change it to blue. And actually, we'll go ahead and change mine to green. For a little change up. That's all set up. Very good. Yeah, that's looking much nicer. Also, is there anything else we can upgrade, like, guns-wise? Ordo's Repeating Blaster. Okay, Karth's Blaster, get that fully upgraded. Bendak's Blaster is fully upgraded. We can go ahead and put a little bit more onto Ordo's Repeating. Give Canderous' weapon a bit of a boost if we end up using him at all. You two are coming with me. And now...
Yes?
We go ahead and equip that short lightsaber. Good. So, yeah, we were at, I think a 17... Hello? Real quick flip back over this. Yeah, we were at 1718 before. The reason I wasn't switching previously is that normal length lightsabers are not balanced, so I went down to like 1514. This keeps me at a nice 1718 to hit, and damage bonus on this thing 2 to 12 with a 1920 threat and attack modifier of +4 compared to 1 to 10. Damage bonus of +4 does make it a 5 to 14, so it's technically a little higher damage. It appears to actually be just better overall, but we're going to get more crystals later that we can upgrade this thing even higher with, making it substantially better in the long run. Because we'll be able to stick all kinds of fancy lightsaber crystals in there. Plus, let's be honest, a lightsaber and a sword looks goofy. This looks much cooler. Anyways, now that we've done that... Oh yeah, I suppose that Sith Assassin Pistol. Is that worth looking at? We did get a Sith Assassin Pistol. 3 to 6 plus 1 to 10 versus droid. Not really. I mean, if we're going up against a bunch of droids, it might be worth it, but I don't think we're going up against a bunch of droids right now. Is this... Okay, this is just a visual cosmetic change. Let's take a look. Bastila, right now, very blue, very flat. It's serviceable. A little bit of a rotation here. This outfit doesn't look terrible. Let's try the Dark Jedi robes. This is going to give me the same stats, but what does it look like? It's basically the same thing except in like sludge colored. Yeah, okay, I think we're gonna go back to the old Jedi Knight robes there. Yeah, this is a better look. The other one just kind of looks like this if I fell in a sewer. So, we'll stick with that for now. Somewhere around here, there is a shop that I need to poke my head into for a minute to pick up our companion, I think that's probably about the end of what we're going to do for today. I'm going to call it a part after we've picked up this companion, I think, and we'll come back next time and decide what planet we want to go to and start actually, like, progressing on through some of this.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know,
Did you freshie?
a little jolt to the Force to trip up
The
some
problem with
jerks
this
who's
game?
kicking you
I
off?
hope it's not a
I would
technical
never
problem
use the
because
Force
I've had
for such
plenty of those
petty
and
and
man, they're
trivial
tough
revenge.
to solve.
The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you've thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not
DirectX 9, if
stuck
DirectX
up.
12 on your PC.
I
Oh!
merely have the
That
years
one
of
you might
training
actually be
give
able
me
to
the
solve.
wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Give me 1 second here to let these guys
That
finish and I'll
crap
go
about
through
my
it.
age. You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little...
Oh!
What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
It shouldn't replace DirectX 12. You should be able to download DirectX 9 as a separate thing. I think each version of DirectX is able to be installed like side by side. I would say this, at the absolute worst, you can always just reinstall DirectX 12 if it does cause a problem, so you're not in any danger of permanently damaging anything. But it shouldn't replace anything, no. You should be able to install DirectX 9 just fine. It might even just be that you just need to drag, like, the specific... Yeah, reinstalling DirectX 12 is free. DirectX is a completely free bit of software, so yeah, you're in no danger of, like, permanently losing anything. It might even just be that you need to find the, like, specific direct3d.dll file and drag it into the KOTOR installation. Sometimes that can happen. Do you own the game through Steam, or, like, on the original discs, or just, like, pirated, or... You don't mind asking, because Steam should install the necessary version of DirectX on its own. Some of the other versions might not. Original disc. Okay, yeah, that's very likely what's happening, is that, yeah, you just need to find the version of DirectX 9 that you need. I don't know the version off the top of my head, but I'm sure a quick Google of which version of DirectX do I need for KOTOR 1 and 2. Should set that up for you. If you're up for just picking it up again on Steam, you could always pick it up again on Steam and it'll just do all that for you. But that's kind of up to you if you feel like the price of whatever it costs on Steam is worth the hassle of not having to deal with DirectX. I mean, if the game wants to download it for you, that should be fine, I would think, unless whatever website it's pointing at doesn't exist anymore. In which case you might just have to go manually do it, but if the game's willing to do it for you, then yeah, it's probably fine. Assuming that, yes, it is like actually original discs. If that's like a... I know it's not always comfortable discussing pirated software, but if you've downloaded like an ISO file of the original discs, and it's asking you to download something else, I would maybe be a little cautious about that. Yeah, DirectX and Visual C++ libraries are just so useful. Is the game good? I love it. I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't love it, and I know it is widely regarded as one of the best Star Wars games, like, ever made. And if you like BioWare RPGs, like, akin to, like, Dragon Age or Baldur's Gate, or, I don't know if you ever played Jade Empire back in the day, any of those kind of games, if you like those kind of things, you will probably really enjoy this. If you like those kind of things and you like Star Wars, you're probably really going to enjoy this. Heads up, if you are running this off the original discs, it is not going to look like this. It does not have native widescreen support. It does not support natively like higher resolutions, like above, I think 800 by 600 was the original highest resolution it supported. And the textures I'm running do have a couple of mods installed. Modding this game is a nightmare. I am not the one to ask for help on that. I had to spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos and trial and error. A lot of uninstalling it and reinstalling it and just trial and error messing around to get the mods working. But there are ways to get it modded to look like this. I unfortunately don't remember the actual specific mods I'm using right now because I installed this so long ago. Like, this has been installed on my hard drive, and I've been afraid to delete it because if I break the mods, I don't think I'll ever be able to fix them again. But if you do get it running and you're like, man, this looks really dated because it's going to be running in like a 4x3 window, and probably in a window, pop onto YouTube and just type in like Knights of the Old Republic modding, and you should be able to get some pretty good guides. KOTOR 2 is thankfully, actually, I guess the disc version of it probably wouldn't be. The Steam version of KOTOR 2 has a lot of the like widescreen support and stuff built in. If it's something that you're able to do, I would highly recommend, if you want to play KOTOR 2, that you pick up the Steam version of KOTOR 2, because it includes some like quality of life changes and support for modern operating systems and stuff that the original discs just don't have. And it also has Steam Workshop support, so you can get stuff like the Restored Content mod, where a bunch of mod makers went in and found a bunch of files that were cut content in the original game, including like voice lines and stuff. So there's entire voice quest lines that were cut, and they managed to build them back up and restore them. So if you're going to play KOTOR 2, highly recommend the Steam version over the original disc version. The original disc version is fine, but the Steam version is going to give you a much, much better experience. Anyways, one of the last things we're doing here today, we're going to stop in this here droid shop and meet the real star of Knights of the Old Republic. How much does KOTOR cost on sale in Steam? Not much. I don't actually have the price off the top of my head. I don't think it's more than like $10. On sale, you might even be able to get it cheaper than that. I don't know how often it goes on sale, but not much. Yeah, I'll say it's like $10. It's not terribly pricey. I think you can get it on sale as low as like $250 US dollars. So yeah, it's not a terribly expensive game. Honestly, if you got, there might even be a bundle. There might be like a $15 bundle that gets you both of them. I'm not sure, but if you got the funds to drop $15-20 on a video game, picking up a pair of these is probably going to be the easiest way to get them running. Anyways, the star of Knights of the Old Republic.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query: would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Ukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
Okay. Serve your purposes. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with SysTech. What do they make?
Answer: with the restraining bolt in place, I do not have access to my memory core. I suspect, however, by the fine quality of my manufacture, that they are a prestigious company indeed. I suspect I am of unique construction, or perhaps I was intended for a very specific customer. How I ended up here, I can hardly say. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Okay. Doesn't Yurka question you about your reluctance to reveal your functions? Why are you keeping information to yourself?
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
I don't think we'll know if it's included in the summer sale until the summer sale starts. They don't usually advertise what's going to go on sale ahead of time, unfortunately. But if you're thinking that $20 or $10 or $20 for the pair or $10 for one of them sounds like something you're not quite willing to throw down on if you have the original discs, hold off and wait the 19 days for the sale. It'll probably be on some kind of a price, maybe half off, maybe less, but it'll probably be on some kind of sale. Summer sale tends to kind of just throw a big big wash over everything. Unfortunately, we just missed the big sale. Star Wars always has a big sale around the like May the 4th. So, I mean, I think this was like 80% off or something during that sale. Access to your memory core is restricted. How do I know you'll be loyal once the restraining bolts are moved? Yeah.
Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive.
Okay, yeah, how do I know you're going to be loyal once it's removed?
Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so.
Okay, yeah, what makes you assume that?
Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well.
Alright. Yeah, doesn't he question your reluctance to reveal your functions?
Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see about purchasing you.
Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
Okay, good. So he's a coward. Does he know you talk about him like this?
Statement. I wish only to be purchased,
oh, there's a bundle. Good.
away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Just a heads up, if you're downloading them, KOTOR 2 will have the widescreen support and everything built right in. KOTOR 1 will not. Even on Steam, Knights of the Old Republic 1 is still going to run in a 4x3 window at lower resolutions. It requires modding to get it up to modern resolutions. YouTube guides are your friend. It's not the easiest game in the world to mod, but it is moddable. Hunt around on YouTube a little bit. There'll be some good videos out there that can help point you in the right direction. It took me a lot of work to get it modded to the way I want it, and it was touch and go. I definitely had to reinstall and restart a few times. So bear with it. You can get it working. It just takes a little bit of finagling. KOTOR 2 on Steam comes right out of the box, pretty much in as good of a state as you're going to need it. If the content restoration pack is installed, you'll be able to tell, because when you launch KOTOR 2, it'll say right on the title screen, the Sith Lord's Content Restored Pack, right in the front on the loading screen. If it's not saying that, just click on the workshop button, sort by most popular all time, and make sure that you're subscribed to that mod, and it should all be set to go. Talk to the shop owner here. Customer I don't recognize. Perhaps you bring off-world money. Yeah, what do you have available? You're lucky to have come at this time. I have one droid ready to go. It just took possession of it, an HK-47. Fine protocol translator. I think it's been heavily modified. It claims to understand the Sand People dialect and also has some armor mounts. Combat ready, perhaps. Yeah, let's ask some questions. Let me just say every function I've tested has performed perfectly, those that I could find anyway. You don't seem to know much about it. What functions have you tested, and what does the HK designation mean? Yeah, you don't... What does the HK designation mean? Haven't got a clue. It doesn't match any protocol or utility standard. I assume it's a retired model. I'll tell you to ask the thing yourself, but it's pretty stubborn. Quality construction, though. Yeah, where'd you get it? I acquired the droid from a friend that manages an off-world Circa warehouse. It was in trade for a debt he owed. No one miss it. Might have been a surplus. Doesn't look like it was Circa made, though. You don't seem to know much, yeah. Unit has been a little uncooperative. They get that way when they go too long without a memory wipe.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
You can leave it alone if you find its mannerisms amusing. It might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. Yeah, why haven't you wiped its memory? Would have, but I can't seem to access any inner circuits. It's definitely built for security and built to last. At any rate, it claims it doesn't have access to its own memory core anyway. Could be telling the truth. Hard to say. Alright. What functions have you tested on this? I haven't examined its programming, but I've made some observations. It has obvious protocol and translation skills, including Sand People dialects, apparently. Come on. Surprisingly, it also handles weapons exceptionally well. I'd even say it's seen combat, but it won't tell. Stubborn thing. It needs to sell itself better. 2 moisture farmers have been in, but it just stood there. Alright. Let's talk price. It's a very solid machine in good shape. I can't let it go for less than 5,000 credits. 5,000 credits! Can't pay that, I'm not interested. 4,000, not a credit less. That was quick. Desperate to sell, yeah. No, not really, but the first figure really was a little high. You never know, the occasional person bites right away. Still can't pay that, I'm not interested. Done talking about it, I can't go lower than that. Alright, not interested, goodbye. I'll find another droid like the one I'm selling. Let's go talk around a little bit. Droid does not respond. No. See if we can talk to him a little bit more here. Yeah, let's talk about the HK again.
And if the...
Let's talk price, yeah. Force Persuade. Come now, think of the advertising you'll get from me. Let's see if I can, yeah, persuade him down with a persuade check. Might be worth something. 3,000 credits. Drop the price. Still can't pay that, I'm not interested. Back to my other questions. HK, yeah. Let's talk price. Well, I still can't quite afford 3,000, I don't think. Drop the price or I'll see you dead. Oh god, do we want to threaten him? Whatever, HK will like this. Well, nah, that's fine. One sec. Back to my other questions. What do you have in stock besides droids? Yeah, let's see what you have. How close are we? Is there anything we can sell? We've probably got a bunch of junk. Yeah, like I got a bunch of these combat suits I'm not using. We can get rid of these. Get rid of this. We can get rid of these. I don't need all these Volcar shock sticks. Oh my gosh, this doesn't sell for much though. Oh dear. Spare lightsabers. I don't really need a second double-bladed lightsaber, I don't think. Sell reasonably well. Oh, these crystals. I don't need all these crystals. There we go. That's fine. Game is full on full screen. I hope that means it's working. Again, if it's not working full on full screen on CD, is it like widescreen or it's probably it might be stretched also. Yeah. Because I know when I played it originally, it like stretched things out a little bit to make them fit the screen, which is fine. It just does make some things look a little wide. Again, if you're having any problems, I'm glad it's working. New return is still that droid available as HK-47 is a good deal. Yeah, let's ask a few questions about HK-47. Yeah. Let's see here. Get the price. 3,000 credits. Stay with that. Seems fair. I'll pay it. Will? I mean, of course you will. Let me just withdraw those credits. Hey, you weren't lying. Well, thank you very much. Just go on over and talk to it. I'll deactivate the strain bolt when you take possession. Good purchase, especially if it actually speaks the Sand People dialect like it said. Of course, I don't think it was telling me everything. Not many droids are programmed to lie, though. Alright. Let's go. I definitely feel like I got ripped off there, but that's fine. We can spare the money. I've got plenty of things. Plenty of money.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Yeah, sure, come on.
I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Alright, HK-47 is joined. For right now, we're going to go ahead and remove her and add him. Hello, HK. Anything to say?
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Alright. Tell me more about your functionality.
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you said removing your restraining bolt would restore your memory.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
Okay, so you lied to me.
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master?
Okay, how can you not know parts of your functionality?
Answer. There have been numerous repairs and tampering made to my system, Master. Several systems are not operating as they should be. The fact that my memory is incomplete may be due to meatbag incompetence, or something else I am unaware of.
Yeah, is there any way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however.
Okay, so I can restore your memory.
Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so.
Gotcha. You're saying your memory might just come back.
Conjecture. There may be hidden programming that awaits certain conditions to reactivate my memory core, Master, but there is no way to know. It is quite possible that tampering has simply erased my core permanently. If that is so, a meatbag will surely pay.
Okay, well tell me what you can for now then.
Observation. I am sure you are aware of the majority of my skills, Master. I can handle various sorts of heavy weaponry with ease. My physical abilities are well above those of your average meatbag, as are my sensor functions. An assassin, if you would.
An assassin?
Caution, shh, Master. Such a function in a droid is highly illegal.
Okay, well, I won't tell anyone.
Commentary. Good, for I would truly hate to be turned into spare scrap, Master. That would be a waste of my genius engineering. Answer. My assassination functions are currently non-functional, having been deactivated by the meatbag Yukalaka on Tatooine. Were they functional, you as my master would be able to specify a target, and I would operate independently to the best of my ability to terminate it.
Yeah, is there any way to reactivate that function?
Answer. Not that I know of, Master. I still possess all my normal combat and stealth abilities, however.
Okay. That'll be all for now.
As you desire, Master. Signing off.
One second. Anything else here? Yeah, you don't need to call me Master, you know.
Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Organic meat bags. Yeah, hold up.
Retraction. Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meatbag, I suppose I should not call you such.
You just called me a meatbag again.
Explanation. It's just that you have all these squishy parts, Master, and all that water. How the constant sloshing doesn't drive you mad, I have no idea.
Neither do I, come to think of it.
Statement. Now do you understand the travails of my existence, Master? Surely it does not compare to your existence, but still.
Yeah, I survived somehow.
Commentary. As do I. It is our lot in life, I suppose, Master. Shall we find something to kill to cheer ourselves up?
Okay. So, HK has a bunch of really cool dialogue about his past and his background. Unfortunately, it is locked behind memory core damage. If you have a high enough repair skill, you can fix his memory core. Unlike pretty much every other repair check in the game, this has to be your repair skill. Normally, you can just like bring another companion with you that has a higher repair skill and use theirs to do it. This one, it has to be you. Unfortunately, my character is absolutely useless at pretty much every skill, which means that I don't have the ability to unlock HK's memory core. What I will probably do is take a look in like between stream off time and see if I can come up with a save file editor or something to temporarily modify my repair score to the appropriate level just to unlock that dialogue, and then I'll just modify it back down again afterwards because I don't really want to. I'm not trying to cheat the game for the repair score. I have other party members that are specialized for that. That's fine. It's just a shame to miss out on the HK dialogue. So I'll probably look in to see if I can do that, and we can get the rest of HK's dialogue next time we're here. For now, I am going to call it apart. Gotta get some sleep before work here, so 4 hours is about all I got time for today. Thank you everybody for joining. I don't think I will be back tomorrow night. I will probably take a night off. And it's possible I will be back Sunday night. I have Dragon Age planned this week. I'm going to be doing it again on Tuesday. I have some stuff I need to take care of related to streams actually on Monday. Set up some back-end stuff, make sure I'm all set to go. Affiliates good to go. I just have to go on the back end and click the affiliate button, and we're all set to go on that, which is pretty exciting. I just have to go and set up all of the like artwork and fancy stuff I want to have set up in association with that. So, be doing that Monday. Again, taking tomorrow night off of this. Be back Sunday night to pick up here. And if you have any suggestions or ideas on which planets you'd like to see me do first, throw me a shout on Twitter. I'll put a poll up, I think, on Twitter, and if anybody wants to vote on that, we can have a little vote going for when I come back Sunday night, which planet we want to do first. And yeah, I'll also see if I can get the save file to edit HK here. I think before we sign off, I will try to do a raid over to someone else who's doing Knights of the Old Republic, just to try to share some love on that. So give me just a moment here to manually save over this. Looks good. Yeah, thank you again. I will definitely be getting some sleep. I'm going to eat some food real quick and then get some sleep. And yeah, let's see if we can get some kind of raid going real quick. I just want to flip this over to that. There we go. And now I should be able to close this and see what we've got going on as far as other people who are playing Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. There's a handful of people. Let's see if we got anybody with like a nice low viewer count that we can jump in on. Here's somebody. They're on their third stream of it. Let me just pop in real quick and see how it's looking. Everything going well for them? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll pop in on this person here. It's they're a little farther along than me, it looks like, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and pop in to say hi to them. Give me just a second here to get this set up. All right, I just need to go over here and do this. So we're going to pop in and say hi to Boris, streaming their third part of KOTOR. So hopefully this should get this going. Hope you guys all have fun, and I will see you the day after tomorrow with more of this. Again, follow me on Twitter if you want any updates.